Leo?
Yes.
I have one word to describe the Super Bowl halftime show, and that word is brave.
I thought you were going to say lit or something.
It was fairly lit, too.
It was lit. But it was brave, huh?
Mm-hmm. It was brave, yeah.
Who would you say was the bravest? Dr. Dre did have a brain aneurysm less than a year ago, and he was on that stage.
Very, very brave. Yeah, well, they're all brave because these are people who are fighting tyranny and injustice and financial inequality, and they're all billionaires. So it's super credible. And then Eminem in particular here. Watch this. I mean, this guy who has said horrible, horrible things about gay people.
He did. He said a lot. I used to listen to him.
Yeah.
What
did he say?
Shady. He said things like, he said, "Oh, you're worried about me saying a word." Then he said, "Suck my dick, you fucking that word."
F-A-G-G-O-T.
That rhymes with maggot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he just that was in there.
Yeah.
Just any time. But he would just throw that word out for fun.
Killing women. But now he's turned it around, and now he's super brave because this guy, watch this, Leo.
Okay,
you're not even going to see it coming.
So he's hitting him with the swag. Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. Leo, this man just put his career on the line. This man just put his career on the line. Like Rosa Parks when she didn't give up her seat.
Right.
Like Martin Luther King when he gave that speech in Washington.
Wow.
He just risked everything.
Wow, he is brave. Eminem is so brave. I mean, he still lives in Detroit, I think, really close to where he grew up. But are you sure that wasn't the choreography?
No.
That was a statement.
No.
Because I think maybe it might have been the choreo.
No. The Super Bowl. I mean, it might seem like they have... It takes all of us end racism in their end zones, and like every other commercial during football games is defund the police.
Yeah.
But no, they would have run him out of the stadium had they known about this ahead of time.
Right.
And also, I would be very surprised if his label doesn't drop him. This was risky, and we know that if he gets dropped by his label, he's going to be clipping coupons.
Shit, he will. I mean, yeah, he has a bad money manager. Honestly, probably swindling his cash.
Well, the white man took everything from him. His managers took everything from him because he talks like a black guy.
Oh, shit, really?
They took everything. He's got nothing. And he did this for the cause, Leo.
Unbelievable. So you don't think it's just because he was the only white guy on stage and he felt like he had to do something? You know, he does have a lot of black friends, Danny. You ever hang? I mean, if you do that, I feel like his street cred goes up when he does something like this.
Leo, the person whose cred, I think, went up maybe not as much as Eminem's, but close, was 50 Cent.
50 Cent, I mean, what did you like about what he did? Was it the fact that, he's put on a few pounds over the years? He made fun of himself on his own Instagram. He put a picture of a really fat man hanging upside down.
Yeah.
But what was it that was brave that 50 Cent did?
Well, all these other guys are performers. Dr. Dre, Eminem, but 50 Cent is a poet.
You think so? What is it? Is it like that? One of his famous lines I always thought was unbelievable was, "I love you like a fat kid loves cake." Wow. Danny,
say it again.
I mean,
say it again.
I'm gonna try to do it some justice. I'm gonna try to do it like 50. He got shot in the mouth, so he kind of has like that. I love you like a fat kid love cake.
Are you sure that's not Shakespeare?
I mean,
that's not one of the sonnets?
Modern days Shakespeare, Danny boy.
Oh yeah. Wait. 'Cause I actually
Many men wish death upon me. Lord, I don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky no more.
No.
Have mercy on me.
Amen.
Leo, your favorite author, and correct me if I'm wrong here, is W.E.B. Du Bois.
Yeah, you're 100% right.
Leo reads W.E.B. Du Bois aloud every night before he goes to bed.
Yeah, it's just what his take, his female characters in his books, there are the most deliberately feisty and important.
Okay.
Because
I'm not sure he writes fiction, but sure, yeah. W.E.B. Du Bois. He's got that one lady, I think her name's like Lady Tiffany.
Yeah,
yeah, God, she is a feisty, no-nonsense woman.
Yeah,
big
and
old
I
bust,
love that.
Big work ethic.
I love the big bust and loud, kind of like my sugar mama. Big bust, loud.
Yeah.
That's what you want. That's what you want in a woman.
I mean, it would be better if, in the case of your sugar mama, if she weighed about 80 pounds less. Maybe more.
Yeah, of course.
But what are we going to do? But let me read you this. This is the song 50 Cent was singing during the Super Bowl.
Oh, shit. Oh, dude, this is fun. This is going to be funny.
And it's... I think it's up there with Booker T, W.E.B. Du Bois, Frederick Douglass.
I also think, Danny, it's funny how just the women that listen to these songs and just dance along. It's
Yeah.
like, have you heard some of the songs? I would like to, after that, I want to read something that Dr. Dre wrote in 2001. It's pretty amazing.
Well,
go for it.
Let me just read this for everybody hearing.
This was during the Super Bowl.
Can I get some like violin music, please, Austin? This will be good. Yeah, I think it's important. This is what happened here at the Super Bowl. Was a key moment in the social justice movement.
Okay.
And I think this song really exemplifies
it. Wasn't just
it.
Eminem kneeling.
No, it's more.
It's more.
It's Eminem kneeling with this song. Those two things in concert. But I need a little bit of background music. Just a little bit of background music before I read. Okay, here we go. Turn it up, Austin.
This is great.
Here we go. You can find me in the club. Bottle full of bub. Look, mommy, I got the X if you into taking drugs. I'm into having sex. I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug if you into getting rubbed.
Dude, it's one of my favorite songs.
It's not done. It's not done. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dubs. When I roll 20 deep, it's 20. Shut up,
Sorry,
Leo.
I'm getting into it.
Let me do this again. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dubs. When I roll deep, it's 20 knives in the club. Every single guy he rolls with has a knife on him.
Fuck yeah, dude. Wouldn't it be great if you could just say this to your fan base before a fan meetup?
Why are they knives? Are they English soccer hooligans?
I think it's hard to get into the club with a knife. I'm sorry, a gun, but the knife, you can put it in your taint, you know?
No,
it's right there.
I don't know. I suppose if it's a folding knife. I'm imagining a dagger right now. Let me continue. Enters. It's sorry guys. Even though it's written here and it's the lyric, and it seems like it would be respectful to say the word as he wrote it, I can't because it's a hot issue right now. Enters heard I fuck with Dre. Now they want to show me love. When you sell like Eminem and the hoes they want to fuck.
Hell yeah, it's so accurate.
But homie ain't nothing. Change hose down, G's up, icy exhibit in the cut, that enter roll that weed up. Yes. If you watch how I move, you'll mistake me for a playa or a pimp. One of the two. I'm not sure which.
I think both.
You see him move and you're like, all right, this guy either has sex with a lot of women, no strings attached, or he makes women have sex with men and collects a portion of their revenue.
Oh, yeah, dude.
It's one of the two.
I think from now on, we should go places and we should guess player or pimp. Dino.
Turn it down a little bit, the music, Austin.
Dino.
It is a straight pimp-ass player.
Turn it down just a little bit, Austin. In the hood, in L.A., they saying 50 you hot. So...
Oh, they're trying to kill him.
So poor women in South Central are just on their lawns.
Hey, 50, yeah.
In unison, shouting 50 you hot.
Well, no. He's saying, I think they're saying that he's hot, like on the streets, like they're going to kill him, right?
I think he's boasting about how many women want to have his baby.
You think that he's just saying he's attractive?
I think so, yeah. It doesn't seem...
I think he's getting like, hey, 50, they're looking for you, man.
Oh, and
they're trying to kill you.
Maybe you're right, because I missed a lyric here, Leo. Been hit with a few shells, but I don't walk with a limp.
Fuck yeah, Danny. He got shot 9 times. He don't walk with a limp.
We're covering a lot of ground in this rap.
Thank you. See, now you see. You were probably trying to make fun of it. I have a feeling that you were trying to make fun of it.
No, I wasn't. But
are you sure?
Maybe a little bit.
Were you trying to make fun of it?
But it just, isn't it nuts how we go from, like, I mean, Exhibit is in the cut, rolling up a dub.
Yeah.
They're popping bubbly. It's somebody's birthday. And then he's bragging about how many times he got shot.
I know, Danny.
It seems to it bogs down the celebratory mood.
How awesome is it that he got to do that at the fucking Super Bowl?
Hey, 50 Cent was the best part of that show, period.
It's funny, dude.
Dude, 50 Cent, all the other shit. First, the biggest hypocrites of this whole thing are the fucking NFL.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they run Kaepernick out of the league, and they try to hush that all up because the ratings are going down.
I know.
But now they're like, oh, wait a second. Taking a knee brings ratings up? Oh, hell, Eminem, 30 seconds, front and center. Hit one of the caps on the ground, baby. Hit a kneecap and just stay there.
They should have hit it with some fireworks or something. I'm not happy with the pyro guy.
Right when his knee hit.
Right. Well, if you do that, I think that gets you a couple more points. But they didn't hit it. They didn't hit the pyro. There wasn't even any lights or anything. I kind of almost didn't notice it because Dr. Dre was sitting down on the piano.
Can I run something by you? No judgment, guys. Remember Coachella 2014 or something, Tupac?
The hologram?
I want hologram George Floyd. on stage right when Eminem takes a
He
knee.
was a Houston rapper. He made some songs with DJ Screw.
I want
would've
I
been
want a
cool, man.
hologram on stage, and I don't know which state. I mean, you probably don't want the the arrest. That you don't want a hologram of that, but
No.
just whatever his proudest moment is, right when he.
Probably, I've heard my buddy. I remember my buddy Tapia. He calls me right when all this was happening. He's like, "Man, it's crazy what's going on up there." And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Did you watch his porn yet?" And I was like, "George Floyd's?" And he goes, "Yeah, he's got a gigantic dick."
Did he really?
Yeah, he had a huge dick. So I would hologram him naked in the porn right before he was going to bang. I think it was. I don't know if it was a white or a black woman, but I'd have him like just hanging. You know what I mean? That's how I like to remember George Floyd.
Yeah, I mean the George
Naked,
Floyd thing.
hanging.
It's no doubt tragic, but any sort of tragedy is a little bit alleviated when the guy's got a giant cock.
Yes.
Like as long as you were pubescent and you had like 3 years of playtime with your cock, it's really not tragedy if your dick's longer than say 7 inches.
Right.
I don't like if there was like an 18-year-old boy who went down on the Titanic, but he got a hand job in the galley like 3 days before they hit the iceberg. Not tragic.
Not that tragic, no.
Not that tragic.
He could have gotten a few more in his day, but really, he went out like a champ.
Yeah, absolutely.
Better than most. Better than most. All those kids there was probably so many virgins that were killed in World War I, right? Because they had 15-year-olds going. I mean, I know some of those guys didn't get their dick wet.
Leo,
Sucks.
if you and I died, it would suck, but as the plane was going down, as we had the pistol barrel pressed against our foreheads, I would be like, you know what? It's been a good run. It's been a pretty good run.
I'd say we did okay, buddy.
We did okay.
We did okay.
We globe-trotted and pussy-shotted
And titty fucked
and tested our luck
and played a lot of anal play.
and made the fans' days.
Oh, that's sure true.
See what we did there? We rhymed, everybody. Leo, every now and then a sponsor hops on the phone with me. And whenever I talk to sponsors, I always do it with a rotary phone.
Oh, nice.
It still connects to the wall.
I like that.
It's nice. If they say something I don't like, I can just
Slam it. The slamming. Oh, it's nice.
You know who didn't get a slam, though?
Who?
Manscaped.
That's right.
They got a deal so good for our listeners that I can safely and confidently say, you guys are fools if you don't go to their website and take them up on this. Listen to this deal.
I'm
Listen to this
excited
deal.
to announce Manscaped has launched their Ultra Premium Collection.
And we know, because Leo and I used the Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0 to get ourselves nice and clean, me for my girlfriend, Leo for whichever random trollops happen to make their way across his
There's
path.
a lot of them, but they appreciate when my hygiene is it's at the next level.
Me too.
With that favorite manly scent. And these things, they smell amazing, guys.
That was kind of, I just said that I appreciate it when
Oh,
your
you appreciate it
hygiene
when
is
you're-
next- I
I appreciate
misspoke.
that.
But seriously, it was just Valentine's Day. Do you really think I didn't hop in the shower and spend a little time with my lawnmower, making sure not just my pubes, but my butt crack was hairless? I did. And you know who appreciated it? My mistress.
Yeah. Oh, your mistress, not even your girlfriend Mia.
Yeah, I'm trying for some comedy.
But the Ultra Premium Collection is an all-in-one skin and hair care kit. Now, I know a lot of you guys are disgusting. You know, kind of like Dino, for example.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't shampoo his hair or I don't know, use lotion or anything.
Or
really.
water. He just doesn't
Or
even
water.
shower.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he doesn't shower. I think he's one of those guys that kind of just puts on a little spray or something, and it's not even fucking deodorant.
He's
I don't know
like
what
a
he's using.
chinchilla. He takes dirt baths.
Yeah. Anything he read on some online forum that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah. That's the nature way to get clean. But listen, you can get 20% off of the Ultra Premium Collection with the code 20LDS at manscaped.com.
Listen,
all right?
guys, I'm going to speak up here because I'm passionate about this. Yeah. I am no longer one of those guys who has to do the choo-choo train routine at CVS when each of my individual products goes low. Oh, now I'm low on body wash, going to CVS. Oh, the next day I realize I'm out of deodorant too, back to CVS. Shampoo, drained already? Blasted, another trip to CVS. You get it all in one, guys.
All in one.
And you're not only getting 20% off with the code LDS20 on manscaped.com, you get free shipping too. For all of your hygiene needs, we're talking deodorant, a moisturizing post-shower body spray, body wash, all-in-one shampoo, conditioner, and lip balm. In case you guys live in a desert climate or you're smoking too much weed and these get chapped.
Now, if you're worried about aluminum in deodorant, which a lot of you are,
Dino is super worried about
he's
stuff
very,
like that.
very, very worried about it. It's aluminum free, which is huge. And I tried it, guys, and it doesn't, a lot of the aluminum free, like within like 2 hours, it kind of smelling like shit. Not with this stuff.
Man. Guys, please support Manscaped, who supports us.
Us, yeah.
We've been using their products. They're great. This is a fantastic deal. Go to manscaped.com, code 20 LDS, 20% off free shipping. Check it out.
Nice.
But yeah, that's what I was really thinking. It's how wishy-washy all these corporations like the NFL are.
It's insane.
Like, in 2016 when this thing happens, we hate it. We need to hush it up. But now that it's hip, now that we've got our fingers in the air and we can tell the winds have changed, oh yeah, end racism on the back of everybody's helmet. Even though despite the fact we're getting sued for suppressing a black head coach in Miami right now, no, we're all about the cause. Also, Hyundai, I heard about this. Hyundai is all about pumping out the pro-gay material in America.
That's everybody now.
They likewise licked their finger and put it up in the air. Gays are something like 8% of the population, and you want to capture their dollar because that's good income.
Yeah, well, a lot of them are wealthy, man. They work hard.
Absolutely.
And if you want, you're probably gay if you're buying a Hyundai.
So
So the more they can
There's a
increase the
Hyundai-
gay population,
Dude, they're making cars fast now.
then
The
they're
new
gonna
cars,
sell
though,
more cars.
But
they're making cars fast, man.
in their native South Korea, though, Hyundai doesn't do any kind of rainbow flag advertising because everybody in South Korea, well, we all know there are no gay people in South Korea.
It's funny
That's
because
not true, but their attitudes against it.
we have a new listener, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about this guy.
We have one new listener.
One new listener. I was in an Uber and the other day.
Good job, guys.
Thank you.
We got one more. I got the subscribe. I saw him subscribe.
One at a time, baby. One at a
I
time.
saw him click that follow on Spotify. He was an Asian man. He
On
was
Spotify?
from Vietnam. Vietnam.
I want the YouTube views, the vanity metric.
I swear to God, this conversation went like this. He goes, "What do you talk about on your podcast?" And I go, "Oh, a lot of crazy stuff." He pauses, and he goes, "Eating ass?" And I was like, "This man has to be a fan, like for life now," because I was like, "Actually, we talk about eating ass an extreme amount.
Yeah,
it's crazy." And he told me we should talk about something. I told him I was going to mention him. He told me, he goes, "You mentioned Korea, and this reminded me." He says that in Korea they eat babies to stay young, and you can look it up. And then
They do that everywhere.
yeah, see, that's because
especially in D.C.
conspiracy. But yes, this man knew that we talked about eating ass, and he told us to talk about this Chinese lady. Actually, he said that he was eating babies in Korea, and that's a normal thing, like a stew,
A
like
Chinese
making them into a
lady
stew.
went to Korea because the babies are the tastiest there.
I think so too.
Something
That's what
like
I've
that.
heard. That's what I've heard. If we could do, I mean, one day, hopefully, it'll be, we could just eat babies and not have to worry about it. Because
Okay.
I do think he said that the woman that was eating babies, they did arrest her in China, and he says the rumor was she was in her mid 80s to 90s, and she looked in her 20s.
Okay. So we have an unverified story of cannibalism from a
Vietnamese
may
man.
or may not be Leo and Danny Show podcast viewer.
He's going to listen to this episode.
Okay, well, great.
Vietnamese. He's Vietnamese.
You know what? I don't want this guy as a subscriber.
Stop.
You,
Stop it.
Hung
His
Jae,
name was Jung.
He's
No, his name
Jung,
is Jung. His
I
name is
want
Jung.
you to go back to Spotify.
Stop.
And click the green button and make it look red next to the Leo and Danny Show thingy.
Jung, don't listen.
I've never pulled up our pod on Spotify. I don't know what it looks
I
like.
don't either. I don't even have Spotify. Yeah, Jung, don't listen to him. This is it's a bit. All right, we love you as a fan. We appreciate your story. He spent $14,000. He's an Uber driver, and he says he made close to $100,000 because he drives like 10 to 12 hours a day. But he spent. I'm going to put it out there, Jung. I'm sorry. He spent $14,000 on his wife's Christmas present, and he's in debt now.
What was the gift?
It looked like the necklace from the Titanic. It was the heart of the ocean. It was a giant emerald, and he got it at Costco, so you can put it on the credit card. Put it on some,
Oh my God!
But she's Chinese and older than him.
He got it at Costco.
Yes.
I don't care how much it costs. If it comes from Costco, you might as well have gotten out of a quarter machine at a pizza parlor.
Stop it.
That's how it works.
Stop it. It was
like, do you think
a good
any girl,
diamond. It was a
Austin,
good diamond.
Dino, any girl you've dated, do you think they'd be psyched to hear about a diamond that came from Costco?
Stop.
Costco out.
Costco.
Stop it. They have
I
good
wouldn't
jewelry
have told
department.
them where I got it from.
They have
I
a
got
good
it from
jewelry
Costco.
department. I'm
No.
defending Jung. And his wife is gorgeous, and she takes good care. She has a great skin routine. We talked about it. And
Does it
she's
involve
beautiful.
eating babies?
No, but I think he would. He asked me if I
just
would eat a
puts them on
baby
their face.
if I knew it was going to give me the health benefits of making me look younger, and I said yes without even thinking about it. I was like,
Iggy's a registered nurse. We'll get him to apply at Planned Parenthood.
Right.
And during a break shift, he just steals a couple corpses,
that would be
fetuses,
great. If he
and
steals some
we
fetuses,
have a little taste test on the pod.
Iggy, love Iggy. He's a baby. He's a glorified retarded kid babysitter. He doesn't have access to dead babies. All right? I wish he did, but he doesn't.
God damn
And
it.
also, this fucking jewelry thing. I was just trying to think of any product where after you spend X amount of dollars, the increases in value after that make no difference. I'm trying to think. Like a car is a good example. $20,000, you're going to get a car that does car things as well as any other car. You can go get a Range Rover. You can go get a Lamborghini. But if you do those things, you're kind of an asshole. Even more so with jewelry, above and beyond $600, $1,000. If you buy that, you deserve to go broke and get nibbled on by rats while sleeping next to a rail yard. That's what I think of Jung.
I was gonna clarify that this is how you feel about the fan that we just made, Danny.
It's not how I feel about the fan, though I don't like him either because he's slandering the Chinese, and my girlfriend's Chinese, and I don't need that.
He's from Vietnam, and he's married to a Chinese woman.
I can't keep track.
He did say
I can't keep track.
He did say that there is a Chinese lady that eats babies.
You see,
he said we could look it up.
Is he one of the Grimm brothers? It sounds like a fairy tale. And also, I just want to make Asia. There should be an Asian Pangea. I can't keep track of all the noms and the Koreas and the us. We just need to combine everything into a super state called the Orient.
You know what he said about China though is like the Orient.
Yeah, you like that idea?
That's genius.
And India is getting wrapped up in it too. Those kind of middle lands in Russia where like Khabib Nurmagomedov's, that's all the Orient, all right?
Everywhere no one really knows
and if
about.
there's like too many like white people or something in there, we'll just make them take the Orient Trail.
Yeah. The
Over
Orient
to,
Trail.
like,
The Orient Express.
I can see new
Let's do
PC
Orient
game,
Express.
The Orient Trail. I love it. And you're going to be haggling for rugs and for hookahs. It's going to be fun.
The Orient Trail. I only made it once across the Oregon Trail. That game was tough. But Danny,
Don't I have a point though? Once you get over $1,000 on a necklace, you're effectively lighting your money on fire.
listen, I think it's such a nice diamond that it might increase in value.
It's probably counterfeit.
It's from Costco. They give you the certification.
The most trusted brand in jewelry.
Well, I did my senior thesis on Costco, and I can tell you.
Did you
there-
really?
Yes.
Okay.
What do you want me to? I know everything about Costco.
Tell me a little bit about Costco.
Well, they're
the exciting things.
all right. Well, their CEOs, multiple, they disguise themselves and go all over the nation all the time and work days at their Costco's. Awesome. They only go 14% above margin on everything. They're only making 14% profit on everything. They're literally giving you the lowest price possible, basically. 14, nobody knows why exactly. And they pride themselves on keeping the food court the same price forever. They're trying to. And that's why you can still get a $1.50 hot dog and a $2 slice of pizza pie.
They're inflation resistant.
Yes.
That's
What
seems
else?
unwise.
What else?
I believe that just makes other products more expensive.
There we go. Dino is saying they recoup their hot dog losses. Maybe in the jewelry department. Jung
Yeah.
got hosed.
Jung did not get hosed. I think his
He's
wife
an
is going to...
idiot.
His wife...
He's an Uber driver.
Stop it.
Who spent as much as his Uber car on jewels.
Jung, I welcome you as our fan. Do not worry what the psychopath is saying to you, Jung. I love you, Jung. We had a heart-to-heart, and he's the man.
Jung, you know what? When you have your first child, I'm going to eat the baby. How does that sound? That's what you get for
Don't
slandering.
you say that about Jung,
That's
man.
what you get for slandering the Chinese.
I got a nice Vietnamese man to be our fan, and now he's definitely not gonna follow us on Spotify. He might, in fact, he might give us a bad review.
Good.
We don't want
We
any
got
more
plenty
of
of
those.
those.
We got
We've
too
got
many.
plenty.
We got too fucking many. Have you read them? We should read them sometime. They're hilarious.
We should maybe give these brands we're working with now a tip off. Like, yep, Yep, we know there is a torrent of 1-star reviews on Apple Podcasts. It's because Danny said some stuff about the fats one day when he
Right.
was feeling a little frisky.
Right.
Just overlook it. Just overlook it. They're not in your demo, all right? Nobody who left us a 1-star review is going to be buying any Manscaped products.
Why, Danny? Because they can't reach their sack around. Well, okay, they can't reach their fucking bush.
Wrong gender, but you're probably right. I'm sure there were some upset fat men who were jumping on the bandwagon, and they can't reach.
Can you imagine not being able to reach?
Yeah, Manscaped needs to make a mechanical arm for the obese, and Buttflap can come in here and sample it.
That's fucked up, dude. I heard of this. I heard there's a butt wipe for really obese people, so they can do it by themselves. They put it like on a thing, and then they
Like the
wipe their
Mr.
ass.
Yeah, they have
You
like a
go back and
wiping
forth?
paddle.
They have like a wiping paddle, exactly.
Yeah,
It's fucked up.
It's just
I feel sorry for them.
no, I know you can't.
I hope to help them one day.
You're not going to do
A Danny
anything.
Mullen fat camp?
You're gonna get a
Video.
blowjob from one girl who's chunky.
I'll do it
and
for
then
the
you're
video.
gonna pat yourself on the back. Like,
I will-
I did something.
You know, Danny, if you did a fat camp video, I would get blown by one of the girls, one of the fat girls, as part of the whole. Just who I-
Counselor Leo.
Yeah, Counselor Leo. I take him to
if
the,
I do a fat camp, if I put the money up, if I organize housing, which is going to be a big bill, ditto the food bill.
Well,
Jesus
because-
Christ.
Nah, we just go to 7-Eleven and get a fucking shitload of Snickers.
Okay.
Give it.
Yeah, that's a good nutritious meal
Just-
plan for
we
a
go-
fat camp
we
where
go-
they're supposed to lose weight.
We go only candy, and if they fucking eat it, we berate them.
Okay, yeah, this is already a healthy atmosphere we're creating.
Have
We're
you
gonna have
ever
steel
stoned
reinforced canoes that have like the little arms that shoot off that have extra floaties to keep the thing.
Yeah.
But then we also we like cut a hole in one of the canoes and then blame the fat guy for sinking it.
We. Yes, and then we have a slingshot that we throw the guy who goes up in weight. We weigh him every day. And if you go up,
Yeah.
basically if you go up, you
While
get
we're
fucking-
feeding you candy.
While we're feeding you candy,
And
you get
tormenting you at sea.
slingshotted. Yeah,
Slingshotted?
Yeah, we slingshot him into a lake.
Oh wow. Okay. And this is gonna have to be an industrial strength slingshot.
Oh, you kidding me? It'll have to. I mean, we'll have to have like probably some kind of contractor build it.
Maybe a
weeks ahead of
military
time.
contractor.
I would say a military contractor weeks ahead of time planning. We might even need permits for this thing.
Get alone.
Imagine right now,
Alone.
guys. This some may see this as cruel. I see this purely as a thought experiment. You get a big fat guy. Think like Ralphie May before he died.
Is this purely a thought experiment?
Think Jared Fogle from Subway, the child
Yeah,
molester.
when he was fat.
Yeah, you get him. Like you hang him by a rope beneath
What?
an F-14 Tomcat.
Not by the neck though, by the feet.
No, by the body. He's wearing a harness.
a
We
harness,
don't
harness,
want him
alright.
to die from suspension.
Okay.
That's not the goal. But we strap him to the bottom of an F-14 Tomcat.
Yeah.
It's flying about 3,000 miles per hour toward Mount Rushmore.
Wait a second. You don't think he's gonna die?
I'm not a scientist, dude.
Okay.
I don't know.
3,000 miles an hour?
Can the
Yeah.
human body,
He's-
can a naked human without a
no.
suit go 3,000 miles an hour through the air? But I say
fat.
we fly him at Mount
I don't
Rushmore.
think so, dude.
Alive or if it's Jared Fogle, who gives a shit?
Yeah, true.
The guy's a pedophile.
Fuck him.
We fly him full speed and
Yeah.
we dangle the rope low enough so it just smashes into Lincoln's face.
You want to destroy Lincoln Memorial? Dude,
Okay,
that would
who's
destroy it.
who's the? Can
Too
we pull up
fat.
Mount Rushmore? Who
It's
was
not
like
Lincoln, is it?
So it's not going to be Lincoln or George. I think it's Jefferson and Theodore, right? Those are the other two, Thomas Jefferson and Theodore Roosevelt, which is kind of an odd grab bag of presidents. Like I get the Washington, the Lincoln, they're both on money, they're both very
Why
classical.
the fuck haven't we gone there for a video, Danny?
So is it Jefferson and Theodore Roosevelt? Jefferson was he was number 3, right? He drafted the Constitution, controversial for fucking lots of slaves. It doesn't seem like he should have such an exalted place. But then again, if you go down the list of American presidents, who else do we have? I mean, who else do we have?
Personally,
Yeah,
I'd,
Trump up there, dude.
Trump.
I bet you'd love that, Dino.
Yeah, I mean, of these two, Theodore Roosevelt did judo, which is pretty pimp.
That's sick.
And he fought and he charged.
he's the man,
He tried
dude.
to take the hill in the fucking
yeah.
Spanish-American War, right?
Motherfucker's got balls.
He tried
dude.
to take the hill, Leo.
did.
You would not have tried to take the
Are
hill.
you kidding me, dude? I would have been in the whorehouse under one of the beds.
Yeah.
With
Hiding or having
hiding.
sex?
No, I would have been fucking and hiding.
Oh,
Yeah.
multitask.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he fucking tried. He had the Rough Riders. He tried to take the hill. He would stand around Yosemite wearing boots with his hands on his hips,
Yeah.
just looking off into the sunset. That's a power move, Leo.
It's a fucking power move.
And think about how good that would feel, just to look at a sunset with your hands on your hips.
It's nice, man.
When I think of
We'll never feel power
Teddy,
like that.
that's what I feel. And dude, the fucking Panama Canal, he got down there in a ditch witch. That's the tractor that Austin has on his property.
Yeah.
Teddy was down there in a ditch witch
was
digging the
digging.
fucking canal, dude.
Fuck yeah.
He was digging the canal.
I love him, man. And why the fuck haven't we gone there for a video?
Dude, the canal?
No, the Mount Rushmore.
And that's good too. We
What
can
would
just-
you?
It's
would be a
sort
good
of in the
thumbnail?
middle of nowhere.
perfect.
Jerking
And
off
there's
on Mount Rushmore. I don't
yeah,
know.
oh, that sounds nice.
It's a good thumbnail.
That sounds not age-restricted material.
Good thumbnail. It's just you with like your blurred penis.
It's who knows, man? Who knows? They also have Devil's Tower there. Have you
What's
seen
that?
Devil's Tower?
What's Devil's Tower?
It's just the Earth decided to do something a little wacky, and
Really?
it made a mountain that looks pretty funny. Let's
Can
pull
we,
it up
can
right
we
now.
throw Dino off the top of it?
He would be hurt very badly. Look at that.
Oh wow!
That is a rock formation. I
Chode
believe,
Mountain.
It looks
out
like
in the middle of South Dakota, I think.
It looks like those. You ever seen a girl's nipple? The ones that like really protrude.
Yeah, it does.
Kind of looks like that.
It looks like Mother Earth's titty.
Looks like mother. I'd suck that titty though, huh?
That, I mean, imagine getting on top of that and doing the Teddy Roosevelt pose.
That would be fucking unbelievable.
That
But we
would be-
need. We would need Honnold, the guy, to fucking
Sure.
go up to scale that wall.
That guy's a badass, dude.
That guy's a badass
He's a
until
legend.
until I tell you about Mark Leclerc or whatever. There's a guy that's he died, but
Yes, I saw that
You
documentary
saw
with
it?
my girlfriend.
What'd you think? Unfucking believable.
So my girlfriend and I, and maybe you can look for this, dead ice climber punch in Austin.
Yeah.
But my girlfriend and I were eating an edible in her apartment in West Hollywood, just chilling out one Sunday night. Like, oh, a nice climbing documentary. Climbing documentaries are the bee's knees when you're high.
It's just it's exciting. You basically are on the mountain with them.
Yes. And it's all shot in like 2000K. And there's
Fucking
just
gorgeous.
one psycho who has no fear of death.
That guy, yeah.
Scaling a more than vertical wall with nothing but his fingernails.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, this is nice. Like between
Right.
bites of popcorn. I feel like I'm right there.
I'd never do it, but
Yeah. But then about 45 minutes to an hour and a half into this
That's him,
documentary, I don't know. The dude just gets killed in an avalanche.
Yeah.
The guy who this whole documentary is about, they're
Yeah.
interviewing him, his girlfriend. He's breaking all
Yeah.
these records. They're bringing in all these Scandinavian ice climbers who are like, oh, he's the greatest climber in all the world. He has no fear on the mountain. He is an artist. And then he's dead, Leo.
Dead.
He's dead.
Yeah, I want to get the guy's name. This isn't the right one. Put the Netflix documentary was called, what's it called, Danny? It's the
The
It's
dead
not
Canadian
guy,
guy.
It's not Guy.
no, it's like Mark Leclerc or something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, yeah. It's got one of those apostrophes.
Yeah,
One of those
he's-
French Canadians.
I'm not surprised, but there happens to be a lot of people who died climbing.
Yeah, all
on
of them. I mean,
ice.
most of them. Yeah, but this guy was Jordan times 2 of the climbing world. He would literally climb any peak, winter. He liked going in the winter when he would mix in some ice.
Dino.
And he would do it without a rope and with never doing the climb before. He would just feel the mountain out and just climb it.
Yeah.
He was doing shit that was like, I don't know, they said like way in the future maybe climbers. I mean, nobody's going to do it because it's just nuts. And he
was-
didn't even fall. He fucking died on an avalanche.
An avalanche engulfed him. There's
Yeah.
one scene, Leo, you might remember it, where this dude is climbing up what
get his
looks
name.
like a frozen waterfall.
A frozen
A
waterfall.
waterfall was doing its thing, and then winter came, and the waterfall was like, all right, I'm going to take a break until like March. And it just stopped being a waterfall, and it's frozen. And he's going up that thing vertically. The waterfall is thousands of feet above the ground. He's got no ropes, and he's using little axes. They look like garden trowels, and he's just like, ding.
Yeah, that guy. It's unbelievable. That's
Marc
Marc
Andre.
Andre. That's him. Yeah,
Marc
Andre Leclerc.
This guy's a
This
beast.
is the guy, dude.
And this isn't even ice
Unbelievable.
climbing.
He died, but
There we
this is
go.
what he was doing. I mean, the shit. Watch it if you haven't. It's called something. I think it's called 14 Peaks.
We're watching right now. I don't think
No, it's not called
that.
14
That's-
Peaks. It's called the Alpinist. That's
There we
what
go.
it is.
The Alpinist.
The Alpinist on
I
Netflix.
I kind of want to be an alpinist just so I can say I'm an alpinist.
It
Could
does
we-
kind
no,
of sound like penis. It's funny.
we could
I like that.
we could go
Here,
and-
I think this is it. I think he's climbing the frozen fucking waterfall
yeah, look at
right
him.
there.
Yeah, and this guy just they have Honnold, who I thought was
Look
the
at
best
that!
climber.
Look at that! Ah!
It's insane. It's insane. And he just feels the mountain, and he knows it's not going to fall. He knows, Danny.
His axe, it looks like the head of a flamingo. He's just using flamingo heads.
That was his girlfriend. He
you
would
should,
fuck.
You should DM his girlfriend
Right now, dude.
You should
Wait.
DM his girlfriend right now.
Right
You
now.
should,
He
his
doesn't even
widow.
plan out
I'm going to
his
tell her.
You
I'm
should
going
DM his
to
widow.
console her right now.
Leah. What's that, Dina?
Wait, I thought he said that he just feels the mountain. Does he? For sure, he plans out his.
No, he
trail,
doesn't.
right?
He
He
does it.
doesn't plan?
He just goes up and does it. Watch the documentary.
That's
Dino,
fucking
not
insane.
everybody is
Yeah,
as
he
calculated
is.
as you.
It blew my mind. I was arguing with Ruman actually, who had told me about this guy. I was like, "Shut up! Nobody's better than Honnold." And he goes, "Really? Honnold's on the documentary saying this guy's better than him." And I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh, I gotta watch this." And then, sure enough.
No wonder this dude died. That guy's insane.
Well, he didn't even
Plan-
die falling, Dino. He died when he was coming down the mountain, and a fucking god was like, "Dude, this is enough."
Yeah.
He's like, you defied me long enough.
Yeah.
He goes,
Death
"That's
came
it."
for him.
Yeah, now I gotta Google this guy's name plus his girlfriend,
Yeah,
Mark.
you're gonna do some
Leclerc.
research. Leo,
Leclerc.
he
girlfriend.
he wanted to do something with a little bit of Valentine's Day flair.
I did. We
This
gotta
episode.
her name is Brett Harrington. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
That's
I'm gonna
you,
add.
you sure that's a woman?
I really do think that I should. Yeah, her name is Brett.
It would be
there. She is.
It'd be tough to maintain
There
an
she
erection with a girl
is.
named
I'm following
Brett
her.
Harrington.
I'm following her, and I am.
Could you imagine
messaging her.
fucking a Brett Harrington?
Oh my god, that would be weird. Like, oh, Brett.
Brett
Brett.
Harrington. I love you, Brett Harrington.
You like that, Brett? Brett. Oh, that's weird.
You
It's
see,
if you're a closeted gay, it's nice.
Leo's gonna hit up this girl now. They're gonna start hanging out, and the relationship's gonna take off great. And then she's gonna realize this was how he hit her up, making fun of her dead ex-boyfriend. And then it's just
I just
gonna
sent her a
fall
DM.
apart.
It's a picture of my penis, and I said, "Why don't you climb this peak?"
Nice.
you
That's
think-
good. That's good.
That if you were a cigar guy, you would actually do that.
That's
and it
crazy.
wouldn't be a joke.
Dude, when he showed us, when he pulled out that he had, who was it? It was
Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore.
Yeah.
He had just sent her a dick pic.
Hollywood royalty, Drew Barrymore.
He had sent her a dick pic like maybe 6 hours earlier. He just like, yeah.
That broad is screwy though.
She
There's-
might have worked.
That was maybe the best bet for cigar guy.
Oh, yeah.
That might have been the best gamble.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Sometimes things work out. I mean, she's been married and divorced from so many scrubs in this town that why not cigar guy?
I had a day when I first broke up with my chick. I just DM'd so many older celebrities, just telling them that they're amazing to see if like maybe like
Yeah.
like Cameron Diaz would just be like, all right, come on.
It would have been a nice bounce back.
Yeah, like
especially if you got it
Cameron
the
Diaz.
first day.
Oh, that would have been great.
Cameron Diaz posts a selfie of you and her, and you
that'd
can
been
you can
great.
tag your ex in it.
Oh, that would have been the best. I'm like, what's up? I'm with Cameron now. We're in love.
Yeah, I was going through an old thingy I wrote back when I used to write books.
A thingy.
A thingy. Yeah, it was because I wrote 3 books. One about going to massage parlors, and they're all nonfiction. One about when my girlfriend told me she got banged by a black guy with a giant cock,
Your
and
ex,
my reaction.
not your real girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly.
Mia's
exactly.
never been with a black
Thank
guy?
you. She says no,
But
you know what Tucker Max said?
Tucker Max, I hate that. It haunts me.
You know what Tucker Max said is whatever a girl tells you what number of guys she's had sex with, multiply it by 3 and add in
Damn.
at least 1 black dude. So,
Ooh, boy.
but no, my girlfriend who I dated at the end of UCLA time, she told me this, and it was just the essays about my reaction. And then
He
the
had a
third
giant
book,
cock, the guy?
yeah, he did. And
George Floyd?
of course, George Floyd cock. And then the third book was about my time spent at home after college being a fucking loser. And I found one of my books that never got published, where it was about how. It was about the fantasies. One passage in it was about the fantasies a guy has after he gets broken up with or dumped by a girl, and how they're like that. Like the fantasy to be just like whatever you're doing. Like at that time, I just imagined myself in all black leather on like the David Letterman show that was still on the air, like smoking a cigarette, getting interviewed about my new novel. So, Danny, this little ditty you managed to punch up, some people are calling it the greatest work in the English language since Hamlet. Yeah, Dave, I don't know what to say, man. I just drink my coffee, do my work, and it pays off, you know? And then like fucking like Kate Perry comes out, sits on the couch next to you and like blows you. Like those are the fantasies a guy has. Like
Yeah.
I'm sure after Anime Bitch skedaddled on Austin, he was like, he kept checking our analytics, hoping our podcast would do Joe Rogan numbers so he could be Jamie.
Yeah,
And
of
then
course.
he could hit her up and be like, hey,
Hey, what's up?
What's up? Come, I got my chair now costs My computer chair costs $10,000 in the studio,
Yeah, what's
and
up?
my computer technology is more expensive than those of NASA. Come suck my dick.
Yeah, that's right.
I might lock the door on you when you show up, though. Who knows? But we've all. I mean, so you were having the fantasies about getting in with an A-list celebrity,
An
woman.
A-list older woman, yeah, they would just, take me places, and I was just her arm candy. But
Yeah.
it didn't happen.
And
It
you get
didn't happen.
married, and then so whatever happens, you're getting 50% of the empire.
Exactly.
I think y'all's fat camp could take you there, dude.
I think so.
I
It
think
sounds
it's
like
a
a
good
really
idea.
good business. Yeah.
I mean, we're
was
going to
thinking,
charge
like,
for it. We're going to charge for it.
Are you familiar with the story of the kid in the Iron Mask, where
I saw the DiCaprio
he was like
movie.
the illegitimate child of a king or something, so they put an iron helmet on him to where he just couldn't speak or eat or
Was it
anything.
in
It's like a chastity belt, but for your face, and you could just lock those on the fat kids.
Oh my
and
God.
then they can go do whatever games and shit they want, but it's impossible for them to get anything into the Iron Mask.
Oh my God.
And then about a week
So
later,
no cocks can go in with.
No. That's
it
gotta
would
be the
also
worst.
it would also work for gay conversion camp, but you would also have to have a chastity belt on.
Yeah.
Well, in the movie with DiCaprio, he was the twin, and the one brother didn't want the twin brother to have any power, so he puts it. That's Man in the
Yeah, I
Iron
think that's
Mask.
more accurate.
I don't know if that's the real story. That was the movie, but dude, that's got to be one of the worst tortures. Like, I always remember the scene where he takes off the Iron Mask for the first time, obviously, but it's fucking gnarly.
The Middle Ages, Jesus.
Dude, what was wrong with them?
So what? The Middle Ages are like what? Like 300 A.D. to 1500 A.D.
Something like that, yeah.
And just people lived in castles, and people had to pick potatoes for no money, and they drew shitty pictures of angels.
And it was always gray outside.
It was always gray because it was all in England,
Yeah.
and a guy was pulling a sword out of a rock.
Yeah, and they would just get everybody together to just fucking smoke some local guy every now and then.
Yeah.
Just, hey, everybody come here, watch where we're going to fucking slice this motherfucker's head off.
Yeah, he was a heretic.
Yeah, honestly,
that's what you get for being a heretic.
And
Leo.
what would suck
do you
is like
expect?
if we had a podcast in the medieval times though, and like you got pissed and kind of just talked some shit about Dino, they might just take him away to the gallows. We'd be
Is there
fucked.
even fucking weed? Like, shit.
Yeah, there's probably opioids. I'd
Oh,
say.
okay.
I think there was
different.
mead. What's
Mead?
mead? Is mead an
It's like a
alcohol?
type of beer.
Yeah, there was mead.
Yeah, but
all
you
right?
can get fucking hammered for sure.
Yeah, podcasting in the medieval times is like you have a ruffled shirt and you stand on a platform and just talk about God.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
We
a
would've-
podcast.
We would have been religious for sure. We would have been religious and talking shit about all the local whores
Yeah.
and trying to get them killed.
What's a Bible verse?
Like John 3:16.
John 3:16 dictateth that the God made the ravens and the ravens thrive, so why not he care for you?
Yes.
There was some Bible verse about ravens,
It was
right?
about sparrows.
It's
but
sparrows. There's one about ravens too. Consider the
yeah.
ravens.
I think the one that you're alluding to was about sparrows.
Well,
like,
who
I don't
cares?
know.
Everybody was so fucking tuned out back then. They were just thinking about getting to sleep before they had to plow the field the next day. They wouldn't be listening to the
Yeah, I talk to
podcast.
people about who think that life is shitty now. I'm like, guys, you used to have to wake up in the middle of the night and then shit in a bowl next to your bed,
Yeah.
and then
eat
like
it.
wait
Yeah.
until the next
You
day,
had to
walk
eat it? You
had to eat
outside
it, yeah.
and pour out your shit bowl.
I didn't know you had to eat it.
You had to eat it.
Oh,
dude.
another thing my I forgot to say this about because you mentioned shit eating. He also, the Vietnamese man, told me that in China they pay to eat people's shit. Like beautiful women or women that are extremely healthy, they have shits that they sell to men that have a lot of money, and they eat it.
This is again.
Do you think he's just bad mouthing China?
You know what? I used to say some negative things about their surveillance programs, their social credit. I love it. I'm now purely.
China is fucking. They're ahead of us.
I mean, I'm now purely in favor. Anybody who is paying
Right.
top dollar to eat shit needs to be kept an eye on. Okay.
I agree because they have figured out something that we have yet to figure out, Dan.
China is just like 10 years ahead of the game. We have OnlyFans girls selling their farts in jars. 10 years later, they'll be selling their shits in
Their
jars.
shits and jars. China's
Yeah.
They're
already
just
there.
not afraid to say what's cool.
Already there. We should buy some of that shit.
Buy some of the poop. We get it mailed to the studio, and we FaceTime the girl who sent it to us, and we talk to her.
I would love that. Or we have Rat Dick Ralph sitting right there
Yeah.
on the floor
Yeah.
with a fork and knife
Yeah.
eating the shit.
Yeah.
I have to say I felt bad about one thing that we did in his apartment. I don't. Can we talk about it or not? Just when
Yeah.
when we threw the cheese on when we threw the the cream cheese against his wall.
That made you feel bad?
It was such a stupid thing to suggest that I knew you would do.
Yeah.
And it was mean at that point. We had already done so much. And it was just like, why did I hand you the cream cheese and make you throw it against the wall?
Okay, there was a guy in the apartment.
Loves it.
It's funny to me that this is the thing that Leo points
That's what I
out
felt
is
bad
too
about.
far. There was a guy in there, one of Rat Dick's buddies, who looked like an obese Sideshow Bob from The Simpsons.
He looked more like a cartoon than I've ever seen any human look like a cartoon. I don't know.
At this point in the video, my thing was just like, hey, let's focus on Rat Dick Ralph cooking for Jerry. That's the idea here. But you could tell Leo just wanted to fuck with this guy.
I did.
Leo's in this guy's ear, and the guy's on an eighth of shrooms, mind you. So the guy's already seeing specters and his dead grandma in the room.
Yeah.
And Leo's in his ear like, you look like a fucking cartoon character. How fat are you, buddy?
Oh, my God.
Leo, and you feel bad? You feel bad about the Lando Lakes on the wall? That's what you feel bad about? It landed in one big hunk that could be easily removed.
Yeah, but I just felt like I feel like I kept seeing Rat Pussy Pam going to the store and getting cream cheese.
I bought that cream cheese.
Oh, thank God.
That was mine.
Well, then we're good.
And I paid him $100 to let us use his apartment too.
Oh, really?
Which,
That's fucking great.
Well, it lasted him about an hour after we left. It went right to his guy.
Rat Dick's unbelievable. He continued staying in character like the meal was legit the whole time. He's like, candle wax? I mean, don't you think that's gonna ruin the taste a little bit? But fuck it.
Yeah,
fuck
we made
it.
Rat Dick cook Jerry a meal, and some of the finer ingredients were aloe vera, candle wax, and Altoids.
You'll have to see the video. I had a great time filming the Fangier video. Let's just say that.
We should move on now to our little Valentine's Day theme.
Mm-hmm. Who would like to go first? Because I think everybody should go.
And you know what? I thought,
except for Dino.
Leo wants to tell stories of our worst dates. I'm super happy to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I just to make sure it's not all very one-notey, I kind of want Dino to do something a little more physical. Would you be into that?
You kidding me?
I'm
fucking in.
Okay, you know what we can do? We can use, because Hearthcock, he took off the jersey and the pads from his appearance in the podcast last week. It's still over there. Rapist Burger's helmet's right there. We have something that resembles a human body. I want to know how Dino makes love.
Oh, man. I literally can't wait to see this.
And not just... I care less about how he makes love versus how he escalates.
Thank you. I was thinking the same thing. How does Dino seduce?
There we
that's
are.
what it is.
And I don't want him to take a jokey approach like, yeah, I pull out my big dick and put it right in the
He's
bitch's
gonna
mouth.
do that, dude.
I'd say vote for Trump 2024.
Honestly, I just go like, yo, what's up? And then they just like start grabbing at my dick and shit.
See, that's exactly what we don't want. That's what me and Leo don't want even a little bit of, is this frivolous attitude toward our role play.
It's hard for like...
God,
You're
playing under the
All right,
assumption
so
that Dino has ever actually approached a woman in that way.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so wait a second. I mean, how does she just take her clothes off though?
Well, no. We're gonna see it.
Thank you. I can't.
So
wait.
if you're on iTunes, if you're on Spotify, we'll narrate it a little bit. But this is something you might want to head over to YouTube for. Maybe leave a like on the video. You might want to head over to YouTube for this, because we're gonna watch Dino make love right now.
Oh, this is fucking great.
I'm gonna take a piss right now too. That's
Go
cool.
for it.
I'm back from the bathroom. Did the deceased Marc Andre's girlfriend get back to you?
Not yet.
You DM'd her.
Yes, I said you're amazing.
What did she do that was so amazing?
I just said you're amazing because she was vulnerable and she talked about how much she loved him. Yeah, that's all I said. Let's see. Let's see if she follows anybody. If she follows anybody we know. Nope.
Anybody in our niche?
Nobody in our
I hope
niche.
the ghost of Marc Andre scales the side of your building with an ice axe in his teeth. And he's frostbitten. So
wait a second. What
he looks like a Yeti.
What a whore. She's got a new guy on her story already.
Oh,
Happy
no.
Valentine's Day. What the fuck?
Oh,
Look at this.
No.
Should I say you're a whore?
No.
I'm going to write you're a whore.
No, don't do that, Leo.
I'm going to write
First
you're
of
a
all,
dumb whore.
So Leo has just pulled up a story of Marc Andre's widow. She's holding hands with a man.
A fucking guy.
And
I'm going to DM him.
He's he's shirtless, and clearly they're sleeping together.
He's very good looking too. Should we DM him?
Let me see him.
And
Let
say,
me look at him.
Let's DM him.
I want you to be careful, Leo. I don't want you to jeopardize your account here. Brad was one of a kind. So this is another dead guy. Okay, Elliot.
Elliot.
And he's got pictures of a woman with her top off. Is that Marc Andre's
Stop
widow?
it, Danny.
I
can't take this.
I think he's a photographer. I think these are other bitches.
Okay.
He's definitely a
But
photographer.
he's fucking Brett.
Who does
dude.
this guy follow? Let's see. Anybody
Nobody in our niche?
No, nobody in our
What
niche.
the fuck? These fuckers don't want to laugh every now and then? Fuck them.
Yeah, what? So I'm
on.
I'm examining once again the story that Leo is so outraged by.
This is bullshit,
the photographer guy is holding hands with the alpinist's widow.
This is insane. I don't know what to do.
How
Okay.
long ago did he die?
He died. Who knows? Who cares? It was when they had HD cameras still, because the documentary is
It was
relatively
recently.
new. I'm going to say 2 or 3 years. I'm going to say 2 or 3.
I'd say he died a year ago.
Leo's dropping it down to 1. Leo, I do think you should, for the ghost of Marc Andre, put a little
Say-
fear in this guy's heart.
Thank
Not the girl, in the guy. Okay?
All right. You want me to? I'm gonna follow Elliot.
Are you gonna tell him that his girl needs your big dick?
I'm gonna follow him, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, buddy,
Marc Andre's.
listen, Mark's my boy, dude."
Yeah,
I'm
listen.
Gonna say, "Hey, buddy,
Say-
hey, buddy, Mark's my boy."
Say, listen, when the corpse of Marc Andre wasn't even frozen solid from that avalanche, you were already putting your magic wand up her hoo-hoo stick?
Okay, wait. Hey, buddy, Mark is my boy. When the corpse of Marc Andre,
Wasn't yet cold from the
cold.
avalanche.
the avalanche,
Yeah, you were putting your magic wand up his widow's hoo-hoo
Your-
stick? Hoo-hoo slot. Sorry.
your magic wand
Up his widow's hoo-hoo slot?
is widow's. Who?
How'd you spell hoo-hoo?
H-O.
I like
double O.
I like owl hoo-hoo.
Yeah.
H-O.
Double O.
There we go. Yeah.
2 O's. Hoo stick.
A slot.
No, up his widow's hoo slot.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, Mark's my boy. When the corpse of Marc Andre wasn't yet cold from the avalanche, you were putting your magic wand up his widow's hoo slot.
Question mark?
Yeah, question mark.
And then say
Where do you? Go ahead.
and then say that there have been rumors that a phantom has been prowling the streets of Los Angeles. This is where this new photographer asshole's from. A phantom has been prowling the streets of Los Angeles, wielding 2 ice axes and wearing crampons. It's too bad you can't. Maybe you could spell every other letter in capitals and lower cases, so it's
you
got that
think so?
wavery
Yeah, that'd be
effect of
scary.
an old-time spooky storyteller. You got to bring in some supernatural.
There are rumors that a phantom has been prowling the streets of Los Angeles carrying
2 ice axes
2 ice axes
and wearing crampons.
wearing
That's an unattractive name, is it not?
Oh yeah.
Crampons. I believe those are the little toe spikes you use for ice climbing. And
Are we done?
say the Phantom has a propensity to kick thieving men in the how should I put this? Has what is it called when you fucking steal somebody's chick? Those are
It's I don't know. It's stealing a guy's chick. What is that called? I don't really know.
Called being a player, yo.
No, it's not. We cannot cast this in a positive light.
The phantom has a propensity to kick.
How about kick wife stealing douches?
Home wreckers, is that what it's called?
It's a home wrecker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The Phantom has a
I said
propensity.
I like wife stealing douches though.
Yeah, with his crampon clad boots, right in the dick. I like that. What if the ghost of Marc Andre came to this man's residence and kicked him in the nuts with a crampon? That's what he deserves. Leo, as long as it generally makes sense, you should send it.
This is unbelievable.
And you're verified, so it's right.
That's what I was just thinking.
He's got 7,000 followers. He's fucking seeing this thing.
That's what I was just. It would be one
If
thing.
he doesn't laugh, he's a jerk off. Like he's
Yeah.
got to be like, that's pretty funny, man.
Maybe, but it's
Yeah.
also, he might be a little scared because, like Austin says, you're not a guy with 60 followers
Yeah.
and an anime character avatar.
Yeah, exactly.
You're Leo Datavia.
That's right, motherfucker.
You got
I'm
the
big
checky.
time.
You got the checky.
I'm big time. Oh man. On that note, I just wanted to mention how funny the shit that Kanye's doing real quick. Like, did you just? I'm just gonna read you one Instagram post.
I've read one,
It's
so it's
fucking
probably not the same one you've got for me. So
I love it.
And let me know if my understanding of the
Yeah.
situation here is on point. Or
Fuck, he took him down.
I didn't hear about it.
I'm
yet.
sure there's some.
Fuck, he took him down.
Somebody,
God damn it.
Somebody is cataloging all of
Fuck,
them.
yeah, for sure. But it was basically.
Wait, let me just.
Yeah.
I just want to lay out my understanding of the situation so people are caught up. But
Sure.
it seems like he went nuts. Kim Kardashian, maybe at the behest of her mother, was like, "Hey, this is bad. He's coming around the house with a loaded gun and giving Northwest a fucking bottle of JD instead of milk." Like, I could see him doing crazy stuff like that.
Yeah.
They cut him out of their lives. And now that Pete Davidson, what's up? Yeah, I work at SNL.
Yeah.
I smoke some weed sometimes. I'm from Staten Island. That guy is inexplicably fucking Kim Kardashian.
Got a big penis, I
Bro,
guess.
he's gay.
I don't know about that. That's some heavy slander.
I mean,
There's no way he's pulling all this A-list. This has got to be.
nah, man. He
S tier pussy.
apparently he's been a ladies' man even when he was broke as a comedian. He's just always been. He's tall. And he's got that, like, I don't give a fuck kind of attitude, and girls have always liked
Listen,
guys like
I
that.
think he's kind of boring. He's not attractive, really, even though I kind of look like him. At least I get that a lot.
You do kind of look
You
like
know,
him.
he's not
Pete
really
Davidson
funny.
with a smaller
He gets,
dick.
like, top-tier pussy.
Way smaller.
He SNL and all these big gigs. His dad died in 9/11.
Why is 9/11 in
I-
quotes?
So
why
I
was
think-
that in quotes?
I don't know.
I'm telling you,
he
this-
did die.
Pete
in
Davidson
We're a couple steps
did
away from like an
9/11, bro.
anti-Jewish conspiracy. there.
Seriously,
when
what do
somebody's
you mean?
doing 9/11 in quotes,
9/11. No, his dad
anti-Semitism
really...
is around the corner.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's fucking.
He's got
damn it.
people in high places giving him all these
Look,
connections.
I
I
don't-
don't buy it.
Okay.
I personally don't even think he's pulled the hottest chicks. If you look at like Bieber's lineup of chicks he pulled before he got married,
Influential
makes
choice.
him
Not
okay. Sure.
One second, Austin.
influential.
Let us talk this out.
Yeah, sure. We're talking power. He has gotten powerful women. I don't even know if that means that you are much of the alpha in the relationship. I mean, she
Who's gotten powerful
dwarfs, Pete Davidson.
Who were Bieber's chicks?
Bieber's just got the hottest Instagram natural beauties ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
he had just the most beautiful, gorgeous women
Well,
that he was dating.
let me ask you this:
Like
We're try-
actual gorgeous.
we're,
Yeah.
we're trying to figure out who did better. Who has more talent, Bieber or Pete Davidson?
That's a good question. I'd say probably
Definitely
Bieber.
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 Yeah,
100%.
Definitely
All right,
Bieber.
Bieber.
Because Pete Davidson, his talent level is a couple notches below Dino's. That's my opinion.
He's like a
Dino,
sleep.
you just haven't come into your own yet.
He did.
You'll get there
he did,
someday.
He did very well in acting in that movie, The King of Staten Island. He did good.
What do they have to play? A depressed stoner?
He played himself, but it's acting's tough, man. As you know, acting's tough.
Where's the statue? Where's the Academy Award? Pete
right.
Davidson has made himself an A-lister with not even an atom of talent, Leo. And he has done that by fucking his way to the top.
Yeah.
For that reason, you got to say that his stable is more impressive than Bieber's.
I guess you have to say that. I guess you have to. But I go by the superficial who got the best looking chicks. And that's why Jeter goes down because he, as the goat of getting chicks, because he got not only girls that were beautiful, but they were all rich. And
Yeah.
they all had a lot of status too.
Yeah.
So he's the best.
Pete Davidson is doing his thing, but he
is.
came in and he started banging Kim Kardashian, who, as far as a career move, has got to be number one.
Yeah, I would say so, but I think there's a lot of dark arts are involved when you are with her because everybody loses their mind. I mean, Lamar Odom.
Can we agree though? Career move, she's number one. Who would be a better fuck to get your profile up there to boost your Instagram
Yeah, exactly.
followers?
Ariana Grande and Kim Kardashian. Like, if you really want to boost yourself, those are the two. And for me, like, honestly, I'm with Kanye 100%, bro.
Well,
if
let's,
the wife of my child
let's
left
let's
me
fill
and
this in.
started
You're getting
fucking
ahead of
that guy.
yourself, Austin. You're getting ahead of.
Yeah, we gotta
Austin,
explain what's going
I
on
regret
first.
giving him that cup of coffee before we started.
He gets wired on the
I
coffee.
get,
He gets a lot happier though.
He's right.
He's a lot happier with caffeine though.
That's good. That's
'Cause
good.
he
I don't
does-
want you to be
sometimes
sad.
he's down,
Austin.
yeah, sometimes
But
he's down.
Basically, Kim Kardashian started getting fucked by Pete Davidson, and now Kanye West is going off about the whole situation, and he's targeting Pete Davidson in
Yeah.
particular, which is pretty hilarious.
It's hilarious, yeah.
I'm just saying, if you were Kanye and your chick with your child leaves you for that short amount of time and you find out she's fucking that guy,
Sure, I
would
know.
be pissed too, bro.
It's just
But
hilarious.
He
when
does SNL, dude. He does Aaron Rodgers on SNL.
he
he
gave
looks
him a
like
nickname.
someone who
Skeet.
sells middle schoolers weed.
He gave him a nickname, Skeet.
Did
Like,
he?
Yeah, like Jizz. He's like, he goes, upon the request from my wife. That was my favorite post, is when he was calling off all the people because he basically put a green light on him, and then he was calling everybody off. He's like, I'm gonna handle it myself. And he put a picture of a big black guy, like putting another black guy in a headlock. Dude, it's unbelievable.
Can you pull up, Austin, some collected Kanye West posts that have been removed?
I think just put Kanye and Pete Davidson drama and on Google, and that should.
There
show
was
everything.
some like high school kid or college kid, like young guy who was just like talking shit in the comments section, and Kanye like screen capped it and like blasted him to like all of these people, and then the guy started crying.
All right, so let's pull this up.
He's been doing a lot of fucking hilarious shit. He Photoshop shit, like all kinds of stuff.
Kanye's a beast.
Mia was saying, because Mia she doesn't work there anymore, but she worked at Nobu, Nobu restaurant. And when her and I went to eat there, that's where we saw David Spade.
Places. Yeah, one of the best sushi places in L.A.
But Cabo, I don't know why I said Cabo. Kanye would come in, and I guess he would demand to be visible. Like he wanted to sit in the most public places.
That's hilarious.
Which is the opposite of most celebrities. So, which makes me think, is this all mastermind?
Of course, he's a genius. He's been doing it for a long time.
And when you were alluding to the dark arts, was that what you were talking about?
I was alluding to, more of like, I'm thinking conspiracy theory, dark arts. Like, why do all the men that that get with the Kardashians just lose their fucking mind? Is it something they do? Is it is it some potion that they must drink? I don't know. Is it stem cells, or is it embryos? Do you know? But I don't know. I wasn't alluding. I guess like, I just want to know why they lose their minds.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a chicken or the egg argument. I mean, Kanye West has been considered a crazy guy
forever
since he snatched the mic away from Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Before that, now one of them's dating Travis Barker,
right?
Who is a guy who plays drums upside down at Coachella, and I think maybe 1 square inch of his body isn't covered in tattoos.
Yeah, seriously.
Now you got Pete Davidson, a guy with a Hillary Clinton tattoo, who talks about killing himself on Twitter.
Right.
I think these people were insane before, but maybe that's the strategy. You bring in crazy guys for the press.
Also, if you aren't losing your mind as you get older, like, what are you doing? We should all be marching towards being completely out of our minds when we're old.
I think we combine this philosophy you're bringing up right now with the fat camp. You just gain weight and get crazy, and that's like your Tony Robbins retreat.
Exactly. You're going to come at me with some crazy ideas. You're going to be like, all right, Leo, listen to this. I got us a fucking whip.
I got a number of
We're going to whip these fucks.
Dude, and then Leo gets to get blown by everybody once they're crazy. Okay, so what do we have here, Austin?
This is one, I think originally it started because, part of the big explosion was that Kim Kardashian is allowing her daughter and his daughter to use TikTok when she's like 8.
Yeah.
And he's like really anti-social media, and you have to be 13 to use TikTok anyways.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, what the fuck? I'm not even able to parent my daughter the way I want to. And she's over at Davidson's house filming fucking TikToks.
She's at his house? Davidson's house?
Where, I don't know. Like, she's with Kim, and then he's like, not, like, I don't know. He's kind of taking it out on both of them.
Sure. I saw also that Kim Kardashian's daughter was running around the house going live, which is so sketchy. Imagine turning into the wrong room on a live stream in the Kardashian. They probably have, like, one of their moms or sisters is probably just getting operated on in the middle of the day. Like, just getting her ass adjusted. Like, you're going to show that. Maybe, like, Chin's fucking woman in China, maybe they eat babies there.
I think that...
Kong, what's his name?
Yeah.
Asian guy, what's his name?
Kim Young. Oh, no, Jung. My boy. Jung. Jung, you're the man. You're still listening, hopefully.
Fuck you, Jung.
God damn it.
Can y'all read what it says?
It says, since this is my first divorce, I need to know what I should do. This is Kanye, and he wrote this. This is a tweet, I guess. Since this is my first divorce, I need to know what I should do about my daughter being put on TikTok against my will.
Let's check the TikTok. Let's see if there's any value to it artistically.
I think it's just a photograph.
Yeah, it's just a screenshot.
I don't think you would
the Instagram stuff was what I was looking at. I didn't really see him see what he was doing up on Twitter.
Somebody on Twitter, like, screen capping his Instagrams and reposting.
Okay.
So,
and I have, like, a few of them.
Don't forget about your seduction of Rapistsburg. That's coming up. Okay, what else we got here?
So this is, what do you mean by main provider? America saw you try to kidnap my daughter on her birthday by not providing the address. You put security on me inside of the house to play with my son. Then accused me of stealing. I had to take a drug test after Chicago's party because you accused me of being on drugs. Tracy Romulus, stop manipulating, came to be this way. That's probably a lawyer or something.
See, how do you... This is really on Kim Kardashian. How do you get past, say, date number 2
with this guy
without realizing, like when you're at Starbucks, like, so, what do you like to do for fun? I like to be a genius. Right. Me and Rick Rubin are putting out a space rock opera, as my next album. It
Right.
will be a masterpiece.
Right. That's actually something Kanye would say. How do you know so much about Kanye?
That's pretty good.
I watched the South Park episode where he tries to not. He doesn't know where the joke is with the fish
funny.
sticks.
That's funny.
That's all I needed.
That's funny. Yeah, dude. Like she was like, she was seeing the dollar signs. You know, she saw that he was a genius. He is a genius, and she was like, I can use this because he's gonna help me with everything that I do, like her clothing. Right? She got half. I'm pretty sure she has half of Yeezy. Then. Or whatever the hell it's called, the clothing brand. And then she saw it was a business deal, like everything's been for her whole life. Like when she married that fucking Frankenstein-looking NBA guy back in the day,
Yeah.
she got paid $70 million for her wedding. And then she divorced him within 6 months. She never gave a fuck. You could tell on the show. That was the only time. I probably watched 2 episodes, and it was way back in the day before she even married that guy. And you could tell just even on that shitty reality show that she didn't fucking give a fuck about this
He
guy.
had a good personality though. I bet. Yeah, I've been working on my jump shot, 3 in the key.
Dude,
can't
he
do
was a robot. He was He would literally look like Frankenstein, and he kind of acted like him too.
It's kind of like those political marriages where like the princess will go off and marry the king of another castle in order to like continue their power. That's how a
Sort
lot
of.
of Hollywood is.
that. Yeah, it's basic. You're marrying for resources. That's what it comes
A-Rod
down
was
to.
trying to
And
do
then
that
some
with
of it's
J-Lo,
fake.
but yeah,
Like,
obviously some of it's
Little
fake.
what's his name? Little Xan. He got all like butthurt and exposed the fact that his relationship with Miley Cyrus's sister was completely fabricated by their label and shit.
Oh wow.
need-
Fuck Little Xan, dude.
I need to talk to Mia. We just need to find like fucking Tana Mojo. Like I just need to talk Mia and to be like, hey, you need to like fucking hang out outside Tana Mojo's place and just like
Until-
pretend she's like, hey girlie, I like your shoes. Oh, we should go get a drink. Just get her hammered and then like give her ecstasy and then like we need to have a threesome with that chick.
Right.
I'm doing it for us. Like I mean, if I have a threesome with Tana Mojo, Austin's pay goes up.
I think she's gonna want like Dino and Austin in there too. So you gotta
Probably.
have to-
I saw Tana Mojo at Nobu when my girlfriend and I were out, and we saw David Spade. She was with a bunch of dudes, and it was just like the pinnacle of that LA social media scene.
Yeah, the worst.
Where absolutely, like all the guys are wearing necklaces that don't cost quite as much as your buddy Jung's girlfriend's new necklace,
Right.
but in that ballpark.
Yeah, and they're all like like diamond necklaces, right? Yeah,
Just
so-
like Rolex's conversations, like, fucking, new Porsche. Oh, that'd be lit.
I got my Rolex
Yeah,
at
they're-
fucking Costco.
Oh.
they're the worst, dude. I don't know why it's like that, man. It's because like they didn't beat away at a craft forever. Like it used to be actors. And actors, I mean, you could say what you want about actors, but they often are
Gay.
educated. They can be gay. A lot of them are gay. They're educated though. They're deep thinking. You know, they're like a McConaughey or like a fucking DiCaprio. Any room he's in, he's the man. You know.
Yeah.
But it's like these social media people. They kind of blew up on a whim.
Yeah.
And they never had a beat at their craft. They don't have any. They're not grateful for where they're at.
Yeah.
So then they just exist in this like fake world that they're in.
You're making a good point. Even the Brat Pack, which I guess it was the Brat Pack, which was like Tom Cruise and Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe,
Those
yeah.
dudes in the 90s or the late 80s. I guess
Yeah.
the late 80s. I read an article about them and how the media couldn't understand it. These talentless, pretty boys who were now the global sex symbols. What were they doing? Well, they didn't deserve this. But looking back now, like Rob Lowe and Tom Cruise seem like Shakespeare or fucking William Faulkner compared to these other influencers we have
dude.
now inhabiting LA.
Absolutely. It's crazy. It's gonna change. I think it'll go the opposite direction at some point. It's not always gonna be like this. But yeah, it kind of sucks right now. I think Rogan mentioned how that's one of the things that he doesn't miss about LA is going out and seeing those fuckers like at like restaurants or in public. Like, he hates them.
It's a weird scene, and it's just in LA. I feel it too. It just everything is based on how your career is going right now,
Right that moment,
and
yeah.
whether or not anybody can gain anything from being around you.
And how
Right.
puffy your hair is.
That's a factor too.
I hate that forward fucking hairstyle. I mean,
It looks so
you know,
stupid.
But that is
Dino
like
should have it.
We're talking about China in social credit scores. Your social credit score in LA is Instagram
Right.
or your views on your last YouTube video. And that is in the forefront of a lot of people's minds when you're deciding whether or not to become, quote, friends.
Oh, yeah.
And it kind of sucks. Like, I love LA, but that's type of interaction I've been involved in so many times.
Yeah, it's like, and that's why Kanye doesn't want his daughter on Instagram and stuff, because for kids in high school
He's
and middle
speaking for
school,
Kanye. He knows.
it is like a social credit system. Like, if you're the kid at school that got popular on TikTok, you're the popular kid at school.
Right.
Like, that's
Yeah.
what people care about, and it's kind of weird.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, because it's just eyes on you, man. It's really, I don't know, man. I don't know how this is gonna go in a positive direction, though. I don't see it happening for a long time.
Like, Dino went to school out here, so it was like a whole bunch of weird TikTokers and shit were like the cool kids at school.
Yeah, fuck your guy. Where's Carl, dude?
The good news is it's never been easier for people who are actually talented to succeed.
That's true.
So whoever's listening and does something that in the 90s you would have had no shot of making a career out of, or you would have had to take out a loan from your stepdad for $100,000. Now you can get a career going in whatever that field is with no money down, on the internet, at nights, and on the weekends.
That's right.
That's the beautiful thing about it. And you can do comedy that's really good and you believe in and make a living on Patreon or through merchandise.
Right.
So that part is awesome. But it is occasionally kind of annoying when you see Tana Mojo and her squad roll into Nobu. Everybody gets the chef's tasting menu plus a personal bottle of Dom Perignon. It's a little annoying, and the guys are saying things like, "We getting a bottle tonight?"
Right. It's crazy. It's like a skit. It's like you're watching a skit, right?
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous that it's comedic.
Yeah, it's like God had a night out at the bar and just like fucking one of these kids' dead dad like came up to him in the heavenly bar. It was like, "Hey, my son Spencer, yeah, he just moved to Brentwood. He would really love a career." And God's like, "What does he do?" And the guy's like, "Spencer, he kind of shakes his hips on this app called TikTok."
Oh, well, I shall give him many, many followers. I don't know.
Exactly. That's basically
that's
just
all
say
it
it in a
is.
booming voice.
Yeah. I shall give him many followers.
It's like that's what happened. And sometimes it's easy to get like a little bit jealous, but life's still pretty great.
is
It's
great.
more like Xi Jinping on the other side of the phone watching some kid do like a degenerate dance. I'll make him famous on TikTok.
Time to change.
I don't know who
society.
Xi Jinping is.
He's the leader of
neither.
China's Communist Party.
Oh,
We should know. who he
I
is,
guess so. Yeah. Well,
But I did hear that basically the TikTok algorithm in America supports a whole bunch of just like dumb dancing and stuff. If you follow specific niches, you can get good stuff on TikTok in your algorithm or whatever. But in China, the algorithm supports like engineering and like family and like becoming strong, and they're using it to like amp up their populace with like good messaging
and
like, fuck
brainwash
over
ours. Yeah, it's crazy. Mia tells me about her friends who will spend an hour on the treadmill at the gym scrolling through TikTok, watching like cats play with a ball of yarn.
That's weird,
And like
yeah.
a guy jump into a pool.
It's like an addictive feedback loop. That's why I don't like TikTok and Instagram swiping thing, because you sit there for 2 hours.
Makes
And
you
you're
like a
so-
I'm on social media for pussy. That's the only
That's
reason.
good.
That's a healthy
It's
reason
not
to be on
healthy
there.
at all. No.
And also to harass the home wreckers
yeah,
of dead
fuck
alpinists.
that guy, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
So Dino, you've had sex with 2 or 3 girls?
3.
3 girls?
In your life, I doubt it. I think it's probably 2. He's
Okay,
lying.
we're gonna take one off for safety.
Oh,
Two.
what the fuck?
Dino's
Dino-
had sex with 2 women in his life.
Dino, I want
Possibly
you.
1.
Okay, Dino, and no comedy here. I don't want you to worry about getting laughs. I just
Right.
want to hear, I want to see how you escalate from the 2 of you in a bedroom alone to having sex. And Austin, can you put on something
Well,
romantic?
if you're in the bedroom alone, at that point, they're basically already trying to fuck.
Well,
Like,
let's see.
No, they're
Still,
not,
let's see.
dude. That's not how it works, Dino. I swear to God, he's not going to tell us that he checks in with consent.
I've only had sex with like 3 chicks. and,
Like
Okay,
two,
okay.
and
two.
I date them. It's not like I'm hooking up with them at a party.
But the
so
first
I'm not,
time you
like,
have
just seeing
sex,
them
you
out
have
of
sex
bed.
with them the first time, and there is a little bit of a problem. We know it doesn't work like the UC Berkeley safe sex manual wants it to work, which is, are you ready to have sex with me, Dino Schlosser? Yes, I am. I
Well,
consent to full penetration. I'm pulling my penis out. That's not how it works.
Please sign the consent form.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to go with how it really works, which is nonverbal escalation.
Anytime I've gone to a chick's house, it's not even like we're talking or nothing before we start fucking. We just like start making out, and then we're just like, "How are you?" Blah blah, and then they just start grabbing my dick, and then we go.
No,
to their
they
bed.
don't. That's a fabrication.
Well, at that point, we've already been
Leo,
talking.
Leo, be
Like,
Dino
I
and say,
already
"How
made
are
out
you?"
With the chick in my car earlier,
Leo,
the day before.
How are you? Oh,
Danny
you
just wanted to
wanna
grab Leo's
fuck?
dick.
There wasn't much
Fuck.
payoff because there
He
was.
doesn't even say you want to fuck. He just goes fuck. Let's
He
fuck.
just points at his cock.
Fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Put it in the wet place.
Based. All right, Dino. So
This
now,
reminds me of a lot of times I got jerked off to music like this.
His caveman instincts kick in. And
How
he
many
just
times have you
rapes
been jerked
people.
off to music like this, Danny? You know, like, as far in a massage parlor.
once, yes, there was a song called Green Sleeves. That's like a famous classical piece, and I got jerked off to Green Sleeves.
In the massage parlor?
Yeah.
Only you would know.
Yeah.
That it was green
well,
sleeves.
I was in a guitar class in community college, and we had to learn Green Sleeves. I didn't put on deodorant this morning
Wow,
either.
I smell like terrible.
Yeah, I didn't. Leo and I are both not wearing deodorant. Our cycles have synced
yeah.
up. So, Dino, right now, you are going to have a dialogue, a monologue, actually. But you're going to leave
I was
space.
thinking about how it actually goes.
Thank
I
you.
don't know.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Usually,
I do too.
Right?
I don't know.
He was thinking.
Girls, they're pretty easy to read, especially if you know like a little bit of basic body language. And then like if they're trying to like touch your leg or something, like I don't know, you take a hint and then you fucking go for it.
Okay, so let's see it. I want to see the whole thing played out from.
you
She
don't
hasn't.
take- you take
listen,
small steps
listen.
more.
She hasn't given you the hint yet, Dino. You both just sat down. You've kissed once, but that was an hour ago, and so the energy's died down. You're gonna re-escalate it right now with the rapist burger doll.
I don't know.
Look, you're not talking to
Kissed
me
an
anymore.
hour ago.
You're not talking to me
I've
anymore.
never been in that situation.
Well, you're gonna
though.
make it up because it's gonna happen at some point, and you gotta know what to do.
It's true.
Well, usually if I kissed her, then I'd be fucking an hour later.
Let's go. Let's go. You're not.
At
You're
this
on.
point, I would have already
You're not.
dropped the
Quit
ball.
explaining to us. You're having a conversation.
Take the mic off.
with the lovely lady.
Take the mic off the stand.
I like
and kinda
that.
Carry it in there with you.
A stand-up style, yeah.
Yeah.
And we're also gonna make you carry a mic in the next time you hook up with a girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that
You broke up with your chick, huh?
No, Leo. Let's let
Well,
him
we
focus.
weren't really
I'm
even
sorry.
dating. We were just talking.
All right. So
That was your girlfriend. You said it, but
you
continue.
did say it.
Well, y'all were joking about it, so I went along with
You
it.
should try to get her back today.
No,
Anyway,
get
her
Rapist Burger back, and then you can get her back.
Well, it's hard to fucking.
Focus.
Hit on
Look at
something that
look at
doesn't
look
even
at look at Rapist Burger in the eyes,
Yes.
and then say something from the heart.
Yes.
Hey, baby,
Mm-hmm.
you got some big shoulders on you.
No jokes.
Fucking
No jokes.
shit.
Pretend it's a
Dino,
beautiful
we
woman.
told you
Pretend
not
it's
to
a
make a
beautiful woman.
joke.
That was tame, though. I didn't expect that. Yeah.
Shit, you wanna like smoke a bowl or something?
Yeah.
That's usually
Okay.
how I
Okay.
get
She goes,
started.
okay. She goes. Yeah.
Want me to? I'll do the dialogue.
do
Yeah. You
the
want me to, yeah. Sure. I'll smoke a little weed.
So, what's your name?
My name's Tiffany. I told you an hour ago at the bowling alley.
Shit, I forgot. You know how it be.
It's okay. We've been smoking all day. On and
Yeah, got a lot of hoes I gotta try and remember.
Look her in the
sometimes.
eye, Dino.
off.
But shit, you looking kind of fine, baby.
Yeah. Kind of.
I mean, yeah, a little bit. You could be doing a little better.
No. Again, no jokes. Dino. Come on.
Jokes.
No jokes. Come on.
Fuck, man, I don't fucking know. This is fucking weird.
No. Come on. Stay in
Get
character.
her to the bedroom, Dino.
She's already in the bedroom.
Oh.
That's where they're at.
We're Dino. You know, I'm sorry to say, but we're getting all the way to the part where you start having sex. You know what I mean?
Okay. It's
What?
Much
pushed
too
her-
soon. Much
You
too
pushed
soon
her
for that.
head down.
Dino. We cannot take credit for you if you're gonna push women's head down into your
Dino,
lap.
you forced her head onto your penis.
She can't say no if she can't breathe.
God damn it, dude. Dino.
Turn off the music, Austin.
Yeah,
the
no, this
experiment's
is-
over.
That's it.
I disown you.
Yeah, honestly, we are not a part of that. That is rape.
That is absolutely rape.
It's
You
not
are a piece
rape,
of
it's
shit.
Just,
Dino, this is the problem. In schools, they have to teach kids like this about consent. All right, it's important. You check in, guys. You go. This is my move to get a blowjob. I go in their ear and I say, "You want to put your mouth on it, baby?"
Do you actually do that?
Yeah.
Imagine being in a vehicle with Leo and him whispering that in your ear. Oh,
And then
it's
I
truly
go,
terrifying.
but I say it with a deeper voice because it commands more. You know, so I go, "Do you want to put your mouth on it?" And they always do.
They meaning your cellmates.
Yeah, that's something I can't relate to. I've always like I've never been able just to like ask a chick for just the blowjob.
It's tough,
You know?
yeah.
Like let's not have sex. Let's just have you.
Yeah.
Let me nut in your mouth and then go home.
Jesus.
With
I
nothing
mean,
in return.
No, it's just
like I just.
Yeah.
it's a dominating. It's a thing. Oftentimes, it's done before the blowjob happens, like on social media, where they are into being a little, submissive, right? And
Okay.
then I'll just straight. I mean, the many blowjobs that I've gotten that have been in cars, if you want to say, like they've mostly been like pre-planned. A lot of them, a good percentage of them, and it's like a power exchange type thing. You don't get the power of it. You don't get the power of getting blown in your car, Danny. You just don't get it.
You're not a duke of some township.
I
in
would
the
like
UK.
to think I
There's
am.
not a power exchange.
Blow me, please.
I sign over to you 3 cattle, 2 oxen, 16 acres, and my semen.
Fetch me my whore.
Blow me. No, but it's like a power exchange. I mean, look, it's a bad
What does
habit.
that mean? There's a one-way exchange of power. Power is leaving
And then
her
I'm
body.
I'm vocal about how I'm feeling during it, and there's a lot of talking, which oftentimes does get girls to want to do it again and again, because
So power is being ripped from them.
I don't know if
There-
power
there's
is being
no-
ripped.
it's
I
not
think
a
that
two-way
I'm giving
street.
them the power. I think
No.
there's 2 ways to look at it. A lot of girls feel powerful with a penis in their mouth because it's like
Do they, Leo?
I think so.
Yeah, do they? While
I think so.
they're smelling your nut grease and looking at your dirty floor mats, they feel powerful. They're natural Rhonda the Riveters, huh? Rosie the Riveter, whatever her name is.
Why are you suggesting that my area, my penile area, is unclean?
Don't even get me into the
Well,
cheese.
you're not
ball
circumcised.
Ball grease.
Circumcision. If you shower every day, you're fine.
But
Doesn't the
let's-
Bible call you unclean though?
Yeah,
No, it
he
doesn't.
is.
The Bible does not
It
call us-
does.
no,
It
no, it-
specifies Leandro
No, it doesn't.
Ottavio, Esquire.
It does not say anything about me being
is a
unclean.
mongrel.
It
But
doesn't say anything
if
about
you're
me
a
being
guy, don't usually I mean to target you for your filthy penis. Right now I'm not. If you're a guy and it's been an hour and a half since your last shower, there's a little bit of funk down there. A little bit.
Everybody?
I took a shower this
Yeah,
morning.
of course.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
want
That's
to blow
because
me right
probably because it's honestly probably because we wear clothing. I think that's why I sun my cock every now and then, because I do believe that just
that's
keeping
why-
that area covered forever. I don't think that's a good idea.
You sunning your cock is why one old lady in your apartment complex has a restraining order against you too. Because
Yeah, well, I did have to go to court for it, but then I defeated her in court because I said, "Hey, it's my apartment, and I can do whatever I want."
oh, you own the building now. You own La Brea.
No,
Fucking whatever
it's
they
my
are.
apartment. Well, once you're in your abode, you can just jerk off by the window.
Oh, I think you meant up on the roof.
Oh no, I wasn't jerking off on the roof. No,
can
I can.
jerk
I
off
can.
out the
My
window?
apartment gets so much sun that I can tan in the living room. I can tan my cock in the living room.
That's pretty solid. I bet your roommate loves that.
Well, he's gone. He's coaching baseball from like every day at like 4 to 9.
Kids
p.m.
baseball?
Yeah, I got him the gig.
What if you took the kids over to Round Table Pizza and they came back early to celebrate and watch Big League with Charlie Sheen? I think that's a movie. And then you were just there with your dick out.
Oh, that would be kind
It
of.
would be Little
that
League
would-
with
I
Leo
would,
DiTavio.
if he brought over a bunch of kids to my apartment and my dick was out, I would.
No one would ever see those kids again.
I don't know what I would.
Yeah, you
do.
got to kill him at that point. That's the only way to avoid prosecution.
Yeah, but I, you know what I do to Andrew Judge, that I, I got him the gig with my buddy who has a baseball school. So I'll text my buddy right when he gets to work or every now and then some horrible thing that Andrew Judge did, and I'll say that he's just bad mouthing the baseball company, and I spread horrible rumors about him at work.
That must be a touch annoying when Andrew Judge gets to work and the boss thinks
boss
he's
is like, "Hey."
ungrateful.
He goes, "Hey, did you say this about?" No, he knows I'm fucking with him, but it's pretty funny. I do it in the group chat.
So let's do, now that Dino failed his exercise.
Again.
You want to talk worst date stories.
Yeah,
You want to go first? I got one.
You go first.
All right. This is not just, it wasn't really a date. It was like the worst hookup over the period of a night that I've ever had. I'm at Tommy Johnson's party. Tommy Johnson's house is where I used to go all the time when I was a lad. We've been talking a lot about the Middle Ages, like a medieval fortress. I've been to many house parties there. It is the best house for a house party. It's on the top of a hill in rural Orangevale, on 4 acres of property. You can see anybody coming up the driveway, parents home early, the police. You can see them from miles away. And it's also shrouded in trees. You know what that means, Leo? That's right, secret blowjobs. You can take a girl out into the woods. It's a really, really great arrangement. And on this occasion, I was hoping to do something. There was a girl, I'm going to take care not to say her name. A couple of times I've let girls' names slip.
What's wrong with
And then
you?
every girl who has that first name on my Instagram is DMing me the next week. Were you talking about me? Somebody said that you said we fucked on your podcast. It's like, no, this is a different Tiffany. I apologize.
Oh my God.
So I'm not going to say this girl's name, but her and I were co-students, classmates since fourth grade.
Co-students.
Co-students. And she used to be, as a lot of the good ones are, Leo, unassuming, unattractive, not of interest to me. However, at this night at the Johnson household, I noticed that Girl X had a big set of tits. Girl X had D's.
No way.
Probably 3 of them. And I started planning my moves. But there was a distraction, however. And I'm not talking about Dino Schlosser, even though he's being a giant distraction right now, the fucker. I'm kidding. Austin, he's going to work the action camera, right? The distraction was this guy, Duran, was there. Duran was a literal gangster. He would come to parties, house parties, all over Orangevale and Fair Oaks. He would every time start a fist fight and steal shit. This night, already there were reports of things going missing while I was trying to get some pussy. Tommy Johnson comes out of his bedroom, his parents' bedroom at one point, and says, hey guys, $300 cash and a bunch of jewelry is missing out of my parents' bedroom.
Oh, God.
And everybody there knows this guy Duran is a troublemaker. They know he's in a gang, that he always gets in brawls and is always stealing shit from other parties. But he's been all night emptying large amounts of cocaine onto the coffee table and snorting them.
Jesus.
He's got like SS bolts tattooed on his fucking neck. He's got like an eagle clutching an M4 assault rifle on his forearm. Like, this guy is terrifying. So nobody is going to call him and be like, hey, Duran, you mind emptying your pockets? Hey, Duran, can we go look through your car with a flashlight? Nobody's got the balls. But as the night progresses, like Clue or something, more and more shit goes missing. And more people have to play dumb about who's taking this stuff. Because it's not a gigantic party. It's probably a 20-person affair.
What the fuck?
Not long after this, my iPod goes missing from my fucking car. My iPod Mini.
This guy's the best thief ever.
Everybody knew it was him, though. We just didn't have the
But
balls
in
to
one
do
night,
anything.
he kept like sneaking off and stealing shit.
Like, it was a come up night for him.
Wow.
He got my iPod, which was loaded up with like Thrice's newest album.
That's good shit.
I had the Alchemy Index on it. It was
Damn.
really good, Leo. But he didn't steal anything other than the iPod for me that I cared about until me and Girl X were on a porch swing down by the fire. She's saying something to Leo like, this is crazy, you and I down here. I feel like we always thought each other were attractive, but now we're here at Tommy's house, there's a fire, and we're drinking. Leo, I've got my mitts around her boobies. I'm feeling these things up. At one point, she fucking pulls her shirt up and lets me suck her fucking
That
triple D
was so
tits.
great. How old are you?
I think I was 19.
Yeah, around that age, sucking on some titties is one of the most amazing things in the world.
Leo,
It gets old one day, but
and this girl, her pant size
19.
Her pant size was probably like a 3. And the only reason I know women's pant sizes is because I had to guess and buy Mia a pair of Lululemons for Christmas.
Extra small.
Dude, I fucking guessed a 6, and she was
You're
like
an
insulted.
idiot.
Well, dude, they said the mannequins were 6s, and the mannequins were like hot chick mannequins. All right, it wasn't an Old Navy mannequin. And then also the girl who helped me out said she wore a 6, and she was like an in shape chick.
He was like, what, a 2?
She was, I think, like a size below a 6 or 2 sizes below. But this girl had a tiny little waist and just fucking stacked. Just fucking stacked.
Nice.
Stacked. And,
Jesus.
and Leo, I'm sucking her tits. And
Wait,
who
one
fucking
more. Wait, what? Is it one more time?
stacked?
I like the train, like
The Doppler effect?
I like that. Yeah,
Stacked.
that's nice.
Fucking who comes and saunters up and gets on the fucking swing with us?
No.
Duran.
Just cock blocking.
Just fucking puts his arm around her. Is like, hey, Danny, are we about to run a train on this hoe?
This guy's terrible.
This guy's a legend,
Dude, so he's like, and I'm a fucking afraid of this guy because like, dude, this guy will stab, shoot. Like, this guy was a real gangster. So I'm like, yeah, Duran, but secretly I'm like, fuck, this is not gonna help me get titties. College Boy is also at this party. You've met College Boy.
Yeah.
He was at my house.
One of the favorites. I think Adam Fu is my favorite of your friends, but he's second place.
College Boy's a legend. He's got a big dick. I lost my virginity with him. He still lives with his father, I'm pretty sure, even though he's like 31 years old now. College Boy's a fucking legend. But College Boy is so fucked up this night because he did some of Duran's cocaine.
Oh, my God.
So if we're keeping score here, I'm trying to fight off Duran without fighting him off so I can get this girl X's titties to myself. College Boy is over by the fire, just out of his mind on drugs. How do I know he's out of his mind? He is trying to take hits of the fire. He's got his face a foot from the flame, inhaling all of the wood smoke to try to get higher.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
He's like, I want to smoke this fucking fire.
He's going to pass out.
And people are throwing, I mean, it's not as if somebody's dad is there with a pair of work gloves throwing in pieces of pine. There's a Bud Light box in there. I'm pretty sure somebody threw in like a Tamagotchi pet because I might be a little off. I might be a little off on things people had. Somebody might have thrown like a fucking cell phone in there. They're just like objects people are throwing in.
Beer cans.
Like beer cans. Like a girl probably threw her empty fucking Altoids container, Tic Tacs, birth control. Like it's just a fucking party fire. And the smoke was black from what I remember. And College Boy is just inhaling this shit. Next, College Boy smashes a bottle of tequila in the fire. It shatters glass everywhere. He takes a couple more hits of it after he does that. But then he decides he wants the bottle back. After it is shattered, he reaches into the fire and tries to pick up a shattered bottle of Captain Morgan.
What?
Well, he comes back up with his finger cut to bone. His bone is sticking out on his hand. And I remember his biggest concern at the time was he was like a wide receiver on the high school football team. He's like, I'm not going to get any touches this season. I'm going to go down on the depth chart. I can't play now. Because his bone's sticking out.
Was he good?
No, he was terrible. He just was there to get pussy after the games. I have to take him to the hospital. And so I'm trying to get pussy. I'm getting cock blocked by Duran, and now College Boy is making me take him to the fucking hospital. So I'm getting cock blocked two ways. I take him, but I negotiate, mind you. I'm very shrewd, even at age 19. That girl X comes with us to the hospital.
Genius.
Because I'm like, when he's in the fucking ER getting stitched up, I'm gonna be sucking some areola.
Nice, dude.
Knuckles, Leo.
Genius.
So we take him to the hospital. We take him to Kaiser. He's still got his parents' health insurance. He goes right in. They're taking care of him. And I've got girl X in the seat of my, at the time, Honda Civic. I'm listening to some fucking Thrice, some Dustin Kensrue. I was into Thrice at the time. I still like that band. And I'm just sucking her titties to like fucking hardcore, like, yeah. Like just death metal. Like that's what I would try to seduce broads
Your little
with.
wee-wee come out? No.
My little wee-wee was almost about to come out. But we decide, I forget why, but we decide to go in and check on him. Girl X is like, yeah, I'll totally fuck you, but let's just go make sure he's okay. It's like 4 a.m. at this time. We go in there, and a doctor comes out. He's like, are you Mr. Mullen? And are you Mrs. X? And we're like, yeah, while we're in the waiting room. He's like, the gentleman, Mr. Boy, has requested that girl X accompany him in the emergency room. And I'm like, no, what? No! And I'm like, what do you mean? And the doctor's like, yes, he said that only she can come in, and he wants her presence immediately.
That motherfucker.
So fucking College Boy and the girl...
they love taking care of people.
To my whore, it's like, oh my god, that's so sad. You don't mind, do you, Danny? I'm just gonna go in there for 5 minutes.
I do mind.
Bitch is in there until the sun come up.
No.
Until the sun come up, and she's in there, and I'm like trying to call her, text her. She won't come out. College Boy is probably sucking on her titties. And by the time they both get out and he's stitched up, it's like 8 a.m. and the morning traffic is kicked in, and all hope of me getting laid is gone.
That's the worst night ever.
It's gone. And then I tried to hang out with her once again in my life. I took her to the river at like noon on a Saturday, and I was trying to get her boobs out again, and the energy was gone. It was about as natural as Dino trying to seduce Rapist Burger over there. And she got married to this guy, and that was the last I ever saw of her titties. Was in the parking lot of the Kaiser Hospital before College Boy and Duran fucking cock-blocked me.
Unbelievable that College Boy did. Oh, man, that is terrible. Mine's not as bad, but I guess it's similar. It's still bad.
I got to suck some good titties.
That was good, dude. I was dating this girl that lived out in Santa Clarita, and if you know anything about the LA area, it's kind of like a suburban area with more like land, and it's a little waspy. But the Trump supporters are out there, and that's nothing to do with the story. But I'm just describing the setting. Yeah. I was when I was selling copiers. I was the Canon dealership happened to be in Santa Clarita, so I would only go there once or twice a week. So I was there. And it was after work, and she says, "Hey,
she works there."
No, she didn't work there. She was a girl that lived out there that I had gone on. Maybe I'd hung out with her once, and this was
How'd
like
you
the
meet
second.
This girl?
I don't remember.
MySpace, Facebook.
It might have been online, but maybe not.
Were you carpet bombing on Facebook, sending hundreds of girls messages?
Instagram might have been out already. It was like 2000. It was like 2014. Maybe 2013.
Instagram, yeah.
Instagram
played at that point.
Yeah, so I was probably Instagram. So it was the second time we'd ever hung out. I had, I think I'd gotten like a hand job. It wasn't even like a blow. I hadn't done nothing with her, basically. We had just like made out and petted. And then
like a girl playing with your weenie is nothing to you.
No, I love hand job. I love a good hand job, honestly. So she invites me to this fucking it's like a barbecue with her friends.
Yeah.
Deep in the fucking suburban area of Santa Clarita. And I'm like, okay, yeah, after work, perfect. Yeah, I was like, yo, it's 7:00. Yeah, I'll be there. And there was a guy at work named Tim Potter. And Tim liked to get a little tipsy, every now and then at the old happy hour down the street. So me and him, we get off.
Was he cool?
Early. He was cool. Was he cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, the man, dude. Every salesmen are awesome. You know that. They're fucking hilarious. So it was like, I feel like a good salesman is always searching for some funniness in the office, right? So this guy was. So Tim's like, dude, let's go hit some beers, it was like 4:00 p.m.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I got a couple hours before I go to this fucking barbecue at 7. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
I might have had fucking 10 beers with Tim Potter, dude. I had
Leo
so many, dude.
10 beers, you're fucked up.
Hammered.
That's when you start giving girls massages, like kissing guys on the cheek. I've seen Leo drunk.
I'm like, yeah, exactly. So I Uber from there. I'm just going to leave my car here. I'll fucking come back later. I Uber to this party.
Yeah.
It's like 7:30 and I get there and it's the nicest little get together with just her and her, all couples. Yeah. And everybody's like,
everybody's
hi.
wearing dresses and ties.
Exactly.
Some polkas playing on the sound system.
Exactly. It's very low key, quiet.
Yeah.
There's no music.
There's a baby. There
might have been a baby.
There are kids jumping on a trampoline.
There wasn't a baby, but there was an older woman there, like a grandmother.
Sure.
Was kind of the owner of the house.
Sure.
So I'm like, oh my God. So I'm there, and then I get so fucking bored, right? So I try to get everybody to take shots, and everybody's like, oh no, we're good, we're good. But I poured 3 shots for the girls, right? And I'm like, they're about to take it, and 2 of them deny the shots. So I have my own shot, 2 shots, and then the girl that I was with took it. So I took a shot, and then there's 2 shots that hanging out there, and I'm just I'm bored, and I'm like, fuck it, dude, fuck it. I take the 2 shots.
No. So you're up to 13 drinks.
Yeah,
roughly.
Exactly. I'm completely hammered out of my mind, almost blacked out. I proceed to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I barfed my fucking ass off. And it was, dude, the bathroom was right next to the kitchen.
Right after the shots.
Right after the shots.
Yeah.
I was like, I just want to end it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it was one of those, it was bad. It was like, ugh.
Yeah.
And then over and over with the uhs.
From deep in the stomach.
Deep in the stomach. And remember, I told you there was no music. This was a quiet little get together. It was the kitchen was here, the bathroom was to the left of the kitchen, and the living room was to the left of the fucking bathroom.
Yeah.
So everyone heard. I'm in there for a while. Finally, I start to feel better. I'm like, thank God, flush the toilet, clean up a little bit. I come outside, and she's just like this.
Right outside the door.
Yeah, and then everybody's kind of like
crossed arms.
Like everybody kind of like I got to look from like the guys
for
like
the listening on just crossed
armed, and I got to look from like the guys like holding their little wine glass. Like he's like a couple of the guys just kind of like looked over and like kind of didn't even really want to like engage.
Guys
with me.
With sweaters tied around their necks.
Exactly, like just well-to-do. She goes, is it clean in there? And I was like, yeah, I cleaned up. Sorry, I threw up. I got a little too drunk. She goes, I think you should leave.
Oh.
I was like, I was like, all right. Well, it's just good seeing you. I'll text you later. And I left. Never saw her or spoke to her again.
Wow. You probably, I just want to tell everybody, did something you don't recall that was worse than throwing up in the toilet, though.
I might have just finger blasted some chick. I don't know.
Probably the granny.
I might have fucking got a blowjob or try to proposition the grandmother for a blowjob.
Yeah, she was probably over there crocheting.
Oh, yeah.
And
dude.
you probably kept trying to do the move where everybody knows this move. It's a classic. Yeah. You put the quilt on your lap and you keep trying to get her to touch the quilt. You're what do you think about this sparrow right here? You think the beak could be a little longer? Feel it. It's tactile senses.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody knows that move. Mm-hmm. The old quilt and the granny.
That's a great one. The quilt and the granny?
You probably tried that.
The funny thing is, she did hit me up when I got on The Batch, and she put in her vlog that she had dated me. And
vlog?
She had like a blog. Okay. The old school, like, it was like a website, basically.
Yeah. I know blogs.
She wrote about me on her blog and said nice things, which was actually kind of crazy.
Huh. Even though she jerked you off and you threw up in her toilet.
Yeah.
Did you respond to her? I feel
after the blog, I said, hey, we should hang out again. She was pretty cute.
Yeah.
And then she got married shortly thereafter. Before anything ever happened.
That doesn't stop some people.
Sure.
The alchemists or the alpinist's widow.
Alpinist widow. I know.
Yeah,
this
doesn't stop that bitch.
But yeah, that was definitely the worst date I've ever been on. And yeah, those were the days when like working a regular job would make you want to get hammered at happy hours, you know? Because I had been, it was like the only day in the office and I had been there all day and I was just like, Tim, dude, a beer sounds great. And then it's like you're kind of on an empty stomach. You haven't had dinner. So you have one or two and you're feeling fucking great.
Yeah.
So you might as well have fucking 7 more.
Dude, you had a lot of passion for that copy salesman job, right? You enjoyed it?
I thought it was the best job I had ever gotten, and still to this day, as far as corporate America type job, that a normal job that I ever gotten. My favorite job ever was Waterworld. Now it's the Leo and Daddy show.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is way better.
Way better than all of them. But yeah, I would say it was a fun job if you looked at it the right way. Mm-hmm. And I had a good, like the positive kind of the positive, I don't know, a feel that I bring to like shoots. I had at work. I would be jokey and fucking around. So it was cool in that way. But still, when the boss would tell you that he needed you to do something and I had to sit down and then do it, and it's not something I like email 58
so
people.
When you had to work, you hated that.
When I had to work.
Ass playing with the secretaries. That's what you
seriously.
Like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and making one deal every now and then right before I'm about to get fired.
Yeah,
that was me.
That's you.
Yeah, like right before they're like, Leandro, we're gonna need you to sell some copiers this month.
We're gonna need you to do what you're paid for.
I'd be like, oh, okay, I got it. And I'd sell, one little $2,500 copier to,
You'd be at the bottom of the productivity list.
Yeah, I was. But I was just squeaking by because every copier you sell, they get service money that they get. It's like $100 a month they pay to service this thing. So once you sold enough copiers, which I had gotten to the point, I was paying for my salary plus with just the copiers I had sold. So when you get to there, that's the nice spot because they let you slack off. And I was slacking off.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You guys...
I got a quick shitty date.
I got a shitty story.
Well,
too.
no, you've already done your thingy. You tried to hook up with Rapistberg.
And you sucked.
Yeah, but it's just like a minute story.
All right, let's let Dino go first, Austin, then you're up.
All right.
I'm kidding,
so
Dino. I was going to let you tell your story.
This bitch I used to date in California, she came over. She wanted to fuck. And, like, my parents are home. And I was like, oh, wait, you're trying to hold on. Oh, wait, the camera. Okay. She was trying to fuck, but my parents are home. So she, like, came over to my house. I was like, fuck, all right, let's just, like, go over, like, to the woods or whatever.
Okay, so far, Dino's taking a girl to fuck in the woods. How about this? I want you to point that camera directly into your face, and Austin, go to the action camera. Just tell the audience right into their faces. Let's do that.
Yeah, I like it.
So you take this bitch from California into the woods to fuck, and then what happens? This is a great date,
and
by
then
the
I
way.
fucking,
Really romantic.
It's not really
Nice
a date.
date.
Y'all were talking about fucking parties and shit. But yeah, so I fucking start eating her out or whatever, and then I hear, Derek.
Wait, who opens with an eat out in the woods?
A psychopath.
Well, I was fingering her. It took a bit.
How did
I was fingering her.
Basically, I
Dude,
didn't start
Danny.
getting my dick sucked yet, and I was about to start getting my dick sucked.
Had you already dug her
And then I
grave?
hear, Derek, where are you? We need to work on the car. I was like, fucking damn it.
So
That's
you,
a pretty good one.
And then, yeah, I had to fucking try and get rid of my boner as fast as possible and fucking help Dad in Austin. It was fucking good.
so had you already had sex with this girl?
What?
Had you already had sex with this girl?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where was this?
This is
in
at
the
my
woods?
house.
In the woods, Leo.
Recently?
It was like whenever I was dating her.
It was in
back
Angeles
school.
National Forest. Come on, man.
Angeles National Forest.
All right, that was cute, Dino. You probably that girl, I'm sure, is on a milk carton as we
She
speak.
was like, that was fun.
Oh,
And I was
yeah.
like, yeah, fuck you. Fuck
She
bitch.
just laid
Suck
down
my
in the
dick.
grass or what?
Yeah, I mean, we just went in like some fucking bushes or whatever.
I wish red ants would have crawled up into your pants and feasted on your dick.
Oh,
All right, Austin,
God.
now you're going to talk directly into the action cam.
Oh, okay. So, whenever I was in middle school, it was probably like 6th or 7th grade, I got the bright idea to ask a girl if she wanted to go on a date with me. And then I was like, so what do you want to do? And she was like, let's get Chinese food. So I'm like, okay. So we leave middle school, little 6th grader me and this girl that I'm going on a date with, and we go to this Chinese restaurant, and I immediately, as soon as we sat down, I just felt so embarrassed. I was like, I'm far too young to be doing this shit. I look like a retard.
Going to a restaurant?
Yeah, but like taking a girl on like a nice date when you're like in middle school, we just looked like fucking weird little kids. And then my older brother comes in with his date the same day and gets a table like right next to us and is just clowning me like the whole time. Like,
That's fucked up.
Just kind of like with his glances, I could tell, and then afterwards he's like fucking with me. And I knew while I was there that it was embarrassing and hilarious too. So I swore to myself, I was like, all right, I'm not taking another girl on a date until I have a car and I'm like in high school, like junior or senior, because I just felt like an idiot. And then I had that same kind of mentality for a long time where like I wouldn't really like date chicks
Well, Leo still has that mentality.
until like
No official dates. Now he's got a car. It's why do you need official dates? It's
Right.
hard.
I don't know. Just imagine a little 6th grade Austin trying to take a girl to a fancy Chinese
That's
restaurant.
pretty gnarly.
It was really embarrassing, but kind of adorable.
Yeah, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think it's cute. You look at the pretty pictures in the menu, like, oh, I'm the year of the rabbit. There's something to talk about for kids in there. And then you got the fortune cookie. The
Hey,
fortune
thank
cookie
you
is
for
always
being
a
so
nice breaker.
positive.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah,
that bad.
it's not that bad.
Austin, or excuse me, Dino's was the one that was fucking creepy.
Eating some
Creepy.
pussy
Well,
out in the fucking forest.
I hooked up with a girl in the
Eat
forest, and
pussy?
a guy showed up with a fucking gun. I don't know if I told y'all that story,
Oh.
but we were fucking in this hammock, and then a guy with a big beard and camo walks up with a 22, and we're like by the lake in the middle of a neighborhood.
Where was
essentially.
this?
This was back when I lived in Texas.
Jesus.
And like in the middle of this subdivision is like a lake, and people go hammocking there. And at about 2:00 in the morning, when I'm hooking up with this chick as like a rebound from when I got dumped, this guy in camo and a beard walks up with a 22 rifle, like this grown ass man. He's like, "Yeah, I just like to come out here sometime and shoot my gun a little. I know you're not supposed to be doing hunting out here, but I just do it." And I thought I was gonna fucking die. But then he started showing me pictures of He apparently was a professional bass fisherman. And he was
Jesus.
showing me pictures of him and his son like catching bass. And I'm just like, why the fuck are you walking up to kids in the woods with a rifle
Yeah,
at
plausible
2:00 in the
deniability.
morning?
You can watch kids fuck, but then you're not a creep because you're not wearing a trench coat. You got camo on.
It's true.
And then he went
Fucked your
off
girlfriend
into the woods.
without consent.
Jesus.
And then that girl told me she was a witch. And I think that's what it was. It was a sign from God. He was like, you're fucking up, bro.
That is.
I'm speechless.
Having sex with a witch, so he sent a mysterious woodsman with a gun.
Speechless.
To cock
You should have. If there was a lake by the hammock, right?
Yeah, we were right in front of the
You
lake.
should have seen if she floated.
She probably wouldn't have.
Whatever. All right.
Or no. Yeah, witches
Whoa.
float, right?
I don't know. Did that just open? Maybe that was the witch.
Fuck witches, get
powers.
money.
Fuck witches get money. Yeah. There's
What
some
are
Dino
we
murder.
at? What are we at? How long have we
I think
gone?
we.
We're like almost 2 hours.
Yeah, I feel like this is a
Fuck yeah,
natural
dude.
endpoint.
Fuck
Thank you
yeah.
for watching the Leo and Danny show.
Hell yeah.